welcome to Dicefunctional, where a bunch of friends sit around, play some Dungeons and Dragons, and we share the story with you, our wonderful audience. Thank you everyone so much for tuning in, and a special warm welcome to those of you that might be tuning in for the first time. Greetings and salutations. We hope that you enjoy your first taste of the adventures of Fortune's Blade. If you do enjoy, obviously, make sure to follow, subscribe wherever it is that you are checking us out. If you haven't enjoyed us for a while, feel free to let your friends know. Let people know what it is that we're doing here. And there are a lot of different places to enjoy us. You can check us out on Twitch live, twitch.tv/Dicefunctional. You can check us out on YouTube, just search Dicefunctional. We have all of our content up there. And obviously we're on podcast services. So whichever podcast service it is that you enjoy getting your podcast from, you want to listen to us while you're on the go, because don't watch videos while you're driving. That's really a bad idea, and we don't condone it. Listen to us on podcast services. We have all of the Adventures of Fortune's Blade up there, at least to the current episode, anyway. And if you're looking for additional gaming content from us as well, we got a lot of stuff on Twitch and YouTube, as well as all the D&D stuff. Lots of places to find us all. You can also follow our socials to know when we go live and do the various things at Dicefunctional with an underscore. Easy way to find us. Shit, words are hard sometimes. DM lost something. It happens. So I'm gonna vamp. I'm also gonna bring up the fact that we have a TeePublic shop. So if you want to wear an awesome shirt that has our logo on it, other stuff eventually to come, pop on over there. Check it out. It's pretty cool. Shirts are cool. I like wearing shirts. It's socially acceptable to wear shirts. So you should do that. You should also enjoy this episode. We have a bunch of stuff that we got to get to. So, I'm assuming you didn't forget anything. Cool. I'm getting pretty good at this. We got to get to a D&D game, so we're going to send it right on over there. Connor, take it away!
Oh, no, it won't open. I cut my nails recently. This doesn't work anymore.
That's why you get the knife and open it with the knife.
No, I did that once. I'm not doing that again. I already shotgunned one soda. I'm not doing it again.
Yeah.
There is that.
So, where we last left our group of intrepid adventurers, they had just more or less finished up their downtime activities. Finishing it with a nice little trip to a safe house that was owned and assumedly run by Mercy's father, Malorus. Inside, they found an entire squad of individuals working under Nerissa. Not Arden, what was it? Arya? Arya,
One more time.
yes.
Last name's Arya, yeah.
Arya, yeah. There, they had a conversation with Mercy's estranged sibling, and found out that she just wanted to have a conversation with them. And after a very, very good roll from Mercy, managed to convince her to come with them. She did so, but only after sending all of her men down into the basement, throwing down what was essentially a smoke bomb, and killing every single one of them to ensure they couldn't follow her. You all have just teleported back to the estate. It is quiet. It is very, very late at night. It is, well, not even late at night. It is the morning. It's 1 o'clock. It is pitch black. You know that you do still have some guards who are on the walls. But right now, it is dead silent everywhere around you, and you have with you the extremely dangerous individual, Nerissa Arya, who appears to be working with you all.
Cool.
Sorry, I was gonna unmute, and then there was a very angry meow from behind Jill.
I just heard it.
Baby.
Pay no attention to the cat behind the engine. Go on.
Two things. Out of character. One, I don't like Connor saying appears to be sus.
I gotta say it.
Two, maybe we should all go to bed.
I'm already gone. I was never even here.
I walked in without a word and went to bed. Yeah, that's on bad.
Haru pops out of Fox form and is just... Well, we will have much to discuss in the morning, but for now some rest seems perfect.
Yeah, we have a couple guest rooms. Nerissa, you can take one of them.
Okay. I'll sleep wherever you guys tell me to.
Do you want the room that's right next to Mercy?
Sure.
It'd probably be easier.
Alright, I'll show you the way. This way.
Okay. Who was that?
Surprisingly, not Jill.
That was the door buzzer for the
Got it.
garment.
So, Nerissa will follow behind you, Dea. Just kind of like looking around the estate. Like she's seeing it in a different way. Just kind of like looking around. And then she'll follow behind you quietly.
Yeah, it's a pretty big place, but, you know, feel free to make yourself at home.
Yeah, I'll do that. Thank you.
And if you need anything from the kitchen, don't eat raw ingredients. Maddie will probably try to kill you.
Okay. I will not be caught doing that.
Right. I know. If Maddie doesn't notice, it doesn't count.
That's exactly.
She'll still notice the food missing.
Probably. She'll just accuse Higa though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And she'll just kind of head on inside.
See you in the morning.
Yeah. Is there anything else you guys need to do during the night?
Not for Haru.
No? Okay.
Nah, we've got I put the spider down on the ground, somewhere on the second floor. It's just running around.
Ugh.
Why?
It's doing its job. There we go.
Okay. Alright, so you've put the nightmare head up there.
Mm-hmm.
Great. You freak.
And
You
in that
absolute-
moment, I hated Gale.
Absolute freak.
Certified freak.
7 days a week.
Sorry, if you guys don't, I told my players, anybody else, I'm rolling for like random street foods and stuff like that for over in Cronona. So I'm doing a little bit of
Is that what the D3
Rolling.
was for?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't worry, you're good.
A little nervous there.
I'm gonna assume once most people have gone to bed, Mercy's just gonna knock on Nerissa's door.
Okay. You knock on Nerissa's door, and she'll just kind of like. The door will open very slightly, and you do see a set of reflective eyes just kind of peer out from the dark.
I love tieflings have reflective eyes.
Anything with dark vision has to have like a reflective eye to them,
It's
just
so-
because that's how dark vision works,
I love
at
it
least in
so
real
much.
life.
Mm-hmm.
I love it so much. Hey, Rissa,
Yeah.
let's talk for a little bit.
Okay.
And Mercy's gonna motion her out of the room she's in and bring her back to hers for a moment.
Okay. She comes with you, willingly.
So after we left Dad's, and I'm not going to do this whole big long thing. Essentially, I told you in messages, but for everyone else, Mercy's probably going to spend about 2 hours and tell Narissa everything that happened that she can fit into about 2 hours after she left to the present. And for making sure to put emphasis on who's in the group with them now, the kind of people they are, the amount of trust she has in everyone here, and the kind of organization that we've managed to get involved in and be ourselves.
Okay.
And essentially familiarize her with the stuff.
You're gonna give her a full rundown on what's happening, who you work with, how it goes, stuff like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Making sure to list things like Finn and Amelie, the fact that we know Harvey and Danae, our weird relationship with the governor, Avro and the Blue Cloaks, all of that.
Okay. Yeah. So you give her a full rundown. Okay, that works for me. She will. She won't ask. She won't ask where Joy and what is it? Joy and Sorrow.
Melody.
Joy and Melody. That's it. She won't ask where they are because she does already know. Yeah. Sorry.
Motherfuckers.
Now, Joy is was it the female ranger?
Joy is... No, I did this backwards because everyone in this
Yeah,
family
that's
is like this.
See, this confused me.
Melody is the female ranger.
Okay.
Joy is the male bard.
Okay. So, she tells you that Joy is currently over in Ardglass.
He's so close!
Yeah. And Melody, well, you're not going to be happy about this one either. Melody is in the forest south of Penshaw.
Where the fuck is Pinchot?
It's right, like, not too far from
Hanging out.
Odella at all.
We're neighbors.
They've been here this whole time!
Yeah, they've been here the entire time.
They were over on the bench.
Motherfuckers!
We were in our last
We were in
round.
I
our
know.
ghost causing problems!
Yeah, yeah.
No!
And if you had reached out at that time, they would have been in Ardglass. But instead, they were there for a really weird snowstorm, and then that was it.
When she tells Mercy that, she's gonna go, motherfucker, I've been both of those places recently!
Yeah, yeah. It's and not only that, you literally could have kept going north when you guys killed the Mothman, and you could have found Joy. Sorry, Melody. You could have found Melody.
Shoulda, woulda,
Shoulda.
shoulda.
I'm gonna make Rudy use sending tomorrow. And just tell them that you're here.
Right.
I still have to leave soon.
Okay.
I've got jobs I have to get done.
Taking care of business
Don't you start on me, Connor.
every day.
On a
They've been
ship.
on this continent this whole fucking time.
Look.
I assumed we were smart and we all went different places.
No.
Everybody split up, but then come
Hold
back
on. What
together.
part of your family makes you think that they're smart?
Look, Mercy's not that intelligent, but come on.
They all got the intelligence from Dad.
I'm gonna be honest. I did make Rule in my backstory send people places, or he probably sent everyone.
It's like, let's split up, gang, except during the chase when everybody literally runs into one another in the middle of the hallway.
Yeah.
Mercy's just gonna say, I don't have time to think about this right now. That's all I wanted you to know.
Okay.
Sleep well tonight, Rissa.
Okay. She'll nod and she just kind of like holds her hands to herself and goes, "Thank you very much."
Do you want a hug? And Mercy's gonna
Nods.
open her arms.
She She just kind of like really quickly rushes forward and gives you a very big hug.
It's alright, Lysa. You'll be safe here.
Okay. Anybody else have something to do during the night?
Not during the night, no.
Okay. During the morning, that's when Gale executes Narissa.
No.
No.
I need to make friends with her first.
Okay. So you guys wind up sleeping for a fair amount of time because the night you guys had was pretty whacked, to put it simply. You guys all will basically sleep until about 10 o'clock.
Right.
So we'll sleep till 11.
We'll say that in this case, Ro is going to wake up at 10 o'clock as well, just so that you guys can all talk to Narissa at the same time if you want.
So Maddie's making breakfast, hopefully.
That's up to Maddie. I would assume so.
Can I get assistance for no assistance?
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Jace has their hand raised.
Yes, Jace?
Gale is not going to be at breakfast.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
Gale's on at breakfast.
Gale, like, you would see the tracks leaving the greenhouse. Gale goes into town immediately.
Oh,
Gale has things to do real quick.
Oh.
Going
Okay.
to see Asagio.
okay. So in that case, while you guys start to get food ready, Gale has left earlier than the rest of you. I need some music. Let's go with the least fitting song name, Anguish.
Right. Look, so that here.
It doesn't even fit the name. Come on, Kevin.
Come on, Kevin. What is it you're going on about? All right.
So Gale, what's the plan?
All right. So the plan is simple. Got two things we're looking at. Number one, because I actually have the Ikla actually attached to my arm now.
Mhm.
I want to get that just enchanted so it's magic now.
Mhm.
So just a simple +1, and if I could get the rope to be some sort of unbreakable thing, so that way the rope doesn't snap.
I will point out it is already magical in a sense. That's
Alright.
part of the reason why it was attuned.
Oh,
Yeah,
Right,
it's a minor
perfect.
enchantment. It's enough to like. It's not going to get scratched or dinged. It's not a +1.
then I don't need it to be +1. That's
Yeah,
perfect.
but basically, it's just enough so that it's sturdy enough to take like damage, and it's not going to break itself.
Got it.
Yeah,
Perfect.
so
then.
that's already good to go.
Done. All right. Second thing, because we had a bit of a kerfuffle with the tree. It's causing problems. So I want to get a few lights made.
Okay.
I want essentially growing lights. So if we could take like, this is not an original idea to Jace, but for Gale it's pretty unique. Get the sunlight spell in a bottle and hang those a few places.
Mhm.
We can do that, and then everything will grow like normal under the tree.
Okay, so you're gonna pull a Mighty Nine
Aye.
and Jorhouse this place basically.
Aye. It's gonna
Okay.
be, and now it's got heaters and party lights. It's the best
Yeah.
place ever.
Yeah. Okay. So that is entirely doable. The idea behind it is pretty straightforward with Sagio, and he can basically make you like a set of them, which would
Mhm.
cover more or less the entire greenhouse.
Mm-hmm.
It'll probably cost 500 gold because you're just using it for strictly a lighting purpose.
Aye.
Yeah. So,
Right.
so yeah, like a 500 gold, and basically it's going to act like sunlight, and you will be able to regularly provide sunlight to your plants.
Cool. I'll hand
You
over
got
the gold.
so you basically have heating, you have lighting, watering and moisture. That's still done manually,
Mm-hmm.
but there are certainly going to be days where your greenhouse will become vaguely sauna-like.
Mm. Yes. I like that. That's pretty good. I'll hand it over and call it.
Gotcha.
Problem solved.
just have a quick question, guys. I'm using a bunch of random tables for this. Does pastry plus soup sound like a good idea to you all?
Hi.
Yeah.
No.
No, hold on.
I like
what,
pastry. I like soup.
what kind of pastry?
What kind of
Yes.
I don't know.
Because again, I've been watching
Hold
a
on a
bunch of
second.
cooking
Someone
shows.
just rang my bell.
All right.
Sometimes you can eat spinach pastry with soup.
Yeah.
What
I was
What about one
That
with like a
sounds
meat
almost-
filling?
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
almost like a
actually-
quiche, like
Yeah, I was gonna say
if it's a savory
most,
pastry.
most old pastries were not sugar based because until like colonial expansion and that stuff, there really wasn't sugar.
Is there such thing as a sweet soup, like a dessert soup?
I think so.
Yes.
Ari says
There
fruit
is.
soups exist.
pumpkin soup is also
Yes.
a thing. I've had
Um,
pumpkin soup before, and that's like not sweet, but it's like
The most recent episode of Chopped Sweets I watched, the woman who won was a Filipino woman, and she put stuff like actual cheddar cheese in some of her desserts.
Oh,
You can
I
use some
think I
hearty
know what-
stuff in desserts.
I think I know what she cooked. That sounds.
There
I mean,
you
cheese
go.
pastries
looked
also
so
exist.
good.
Actually, fairly common.
It looked so good. I was so confused, but it because I am very white. I was raised in a very white area.
I mean, pastelitos, you can have cheese. There's like cheese pastelitos. So,
Mhm.
I found fruit soup.
Fruit
You
soup.
led
It's
Jill
thing.
down a rabbit hole.
Summer fruit soup. It's got it's tapioca, sugar, whatever, water, frozen orange concentrate, sweetened sliced strawberry sauce, frozen sliced peaches, mandarin oranges, bananas, lime sherbet.
Sherbet?
Sure.
Sherbet?
I say sherbet.
Ribbit.
You can say sorbet or sherbet. Really, either way is fine.
Where did you go? Where did you go just now?
Where'd you come from?
It was
Don't you start, Chase.
tasteofhome.com is where I went.
Okay, so yeah,
Anyway.
you can get the daylight things, no problem.
Hmm.
Like I said, 500 gold, and
Already marked it off in my inventory.
cool. So basically, what Asagio starts doing is he does have Harvey help a little bit, and he makes this little like kind of his tincture that he more or less pours into potion bottles, like kind of like these round-bottomed potion bottles, and he kind of swirls it around, and it coats the inside, and it does start to put out this kind of faint glow. But yeah, so he'll get that done, and that can be provided to the greenhouse, no problem. Anything else?
Awesome. Nope, that's it. That's all I need.
Okay, and then you start making your way back to the estate.
All right.
Maddie, you wanted assistance making the first meal?
Yes. Well, I was gonna ask if Narissa wanted anything specific or a food she hasn't tried before.
Narissa will just kind of like, she kind of keeps her hands to herself and just kind of goes, I'm fine with whatever.
Okay. Then I will get assistance for the cooking part. So I rolled this. I mean, advantage?
Yeah. If someone is assisting you, will roll with advantage.
I can't remember for the life of me.
There we go.
Oh!
you even need it.
No assistance
Gonna win
needed.
Narissa
So what are
over,
you-
no
what are you
problem.
making?
So roll it at advantage, though. We got to see if you get another natural 20.
Oh my!
You don't need to do that.
No, there's no.
Like I said, roll again. See if you get a natural 20. There you go.
It's extra good.
But don't worry. This is perfect RNG, so
What
it is fated to happen.
Yeah, we have the new RNG module in. It's
Someone,
What
someone,
the
someone
fuck?
clip that, please.
What have you done?
No.
Maddie can fuck.
Okay. So, you're making an extraordinary meal. So what are you gonna make, Jolly?
I never thought
Free big.
I don't fucking know. God, what do you eat during breakfast? It's usually egg. Oh God. I guess fluffy omelets.
Okay, that's entirely doable. So, yeah, wow. Yeah, so you actually more or less start going about making you start whipping eggs to basically the point where they almost have like kind of a slight peak to them, and you were almost making like that fad that was out there for like the cloud egg or what have you. You almost make something vaguely like a cloud omelet. It is very puffed, very airy, and then you more or less just take recommendations from everybody else on what kind of food they want in there. But you plan it just to be something simple like goat's cheese. And you make some really, really good breakfast food. And Narissa is slightly teary-eyed as she looks like she has not eaten this well in quite a while.
Oh, Narissa.
I don't think any of us have technically eaten this well in a while.
Everyone's just kind of quietly like.
Because the last time Maddie net 20'd was when we had a lower proficiency.
Yeah, we had it with
bonus.
the anties.
True.
I was gonna make a reference to a movie, and then I realized no one was gonna understand it, so I was like, never mind.
We are children.
But yeah, I guess Maddie has won her over with cooking.
She once she's done eating, she'll kind of like look at you, Maddie, and go, "Thank you, that's very nice."
Aw, you're welcome, Narissa.
Wow. Yeah. So the breakfast is done. You guys managed to. You've eaten everything you guys wanted. What do you guys want to do with Narissa? What do you guys want to talk to her about?
Well, you're kind of a war criminal back home.
It all depends on who wins.
You're kind of a war criminal back home. No matter which side wins, there's gonna be resentment no matter what. Can I help you, ma'am? Sorry. We should probably make sure you're not like get in trouble. Powder, quit squeaking the toy. We're trying to have a serious conversation.
Read the room.
Powder, come here.
No squeaky toys at the breakfast table. I thought we've been over this.
Matthew's just gonna gently take the squeaky toy out of Powder's mouth. Sorry about him. He doesn't have any brain cells.
Or soul, but you know.
He doesn't have. Okay, we weren't gonna bring up that he doesn't have a soul. He's very sensitive about that.
Powder doesn't care. Mercy's very sensitive about it. Powder
I'm
doesn't give
very
a shit.
sensitive about that.
Nothing going on.
He also
behind
does
those
remember.
eyes.
Okay, we all have our soulless pets.
No, only you.
Speak for yourself.
Only you and
She-
Mercy, actually.
Look, Powder's perfect, and I will not take criticism.
I've had Powder for one day, and if anything was to happen to him, I'd kill everyone in this room and then myself.
Mercy's just gonna sit with Powder on her lap at this point. But
It's less like on your lap because like Powder is like like I said, a husky puppy. So you kind of like roll him slightly, so he's like kind of like his hindquarters are like he's on like the back of his hindquarters. He's just kind of like.
giving him belly scratches. Sorry, he's loud. We should probably make sure we have some way to keep in consistent contact with you. Do you think the boss has any spare comm discs laying around?
But they're kind of rare, but doesn't hurt to ask. If no, but if we do know someone who has made them before, off the grid,
That's true.
can ask him for assistance if Avra doesn't have any spares.
Probably do that. I can't go do it. I'm not allowed in there.
I'll go.
Well, we can take care of that with the other thing we need to discuss. So, if we are going to seek amnesty for Marissa, Well, there are two essential things, and a third that can aid in the process. First, need to know her full legal name, as would be on any documentation.
Noissa Arya.
Simple enough. Second, a list of crimes that she and her former traveling companions have committed, whether they were willing or otherwise.
So how long is that list?
Might be
Theft,
wow.
assault, breaking and entering, murder, desecration of a corpse definitely appears somewhere.
Okay, we've done most of those ourselves. I don't think we can judge her for that.
I have also killed people from other countries.
If there is no known connection to you, we can skip them for now.
Well, I certainly have a known connection with them.
Yeah, I don't know if we've talked about this. A lot of us look a lot like our dad. It was the high priest.
You meant that kind of a known connection. No, I have a known connection. I have connections with the bodies.
Sis, you're gonna have to explain that one for me.
You see that she pulls out a small like leather wrap, and inside there are 3 finger bones.
Ma'am.
Can I ask why? Gail's got bones, so I can't judge too harshly.
It's how my fighting works.
Okay, never mind. That makes more sense.
I make them help me, and you know.
Were there any crimes that you committed that were not while you were affiliated with your father?
No. Not really, no. I was a child when I first met him, so no.
Alright then. And lastly, is there any information about the situation in Patricia that you know that is not public knowledge? You don't need to state
Oh,
what
yes,
this
absolutely.
is. Sorry about the dog whining.
Powder.
Powder!
Powder. We're talking about something important. Please be quiet.
I believe that this can be leveraged in order to show that you have some merit for remaining here and within the protection of Fortune's Blade.
To be fair, we are harboring Siga, who is also a criminal. Which...
Yes, but similar
Yeah, I was gonna
circumstances.
say, by the way, while we're gone, you have a housemate here named Siga. Don't worry about her. She's only a little weird.
Yeah.
A second.
She could be a little weird, but she's
She eats
Overall-
raw rice.
kind of nice.
I don't know what 13 is.
Stealth. Get out of here, Sieg.
I
To be
see
fair-
all.
Yeah, you do.
I think Gail
Maddie?
does.
Gail's not here.
Maddie?
Oh no, Gail's not here.
Is
No,
Gail
Gail
here?
is here.
Is
Oh.
he?
Yeah, Gail.
What?
Yeah.
Did he
Gail.
get back
Gail,
in
you
time
left.
for-
You left before breakfast and came back for breakfast.
I just wanted to make sure. All right.
Yeah. What's Maddie's passive?
What? My passive for what?
Perception.
Perception.
It's not a 20.
What did I?
Connor.
What did I find? I think it was 14 or something. I can't remember.
Whoever left, anybody who isn't Gail or Dea, if you left an omelet unoccupied, it's gone now. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey,
What a
unless if she
fucking
can hide in plain
bastard.
sight.
It's bold of you to assume
Man, I'd
Mercy would not
agree.
have already eaten all of
Yeah,
them.
your Mercy's is already gone. Ro, your omelet's gone.
I fucking hate it here. I just woke up. I can't deal with this today.
No.
Bro, did you want something? I could cook something up.
You can't cook peace and quiet in my own home.
I can still cook for you, Ro. I don't.
Mercy's just gonna push one of her pancakes over to Ro.
Or just stares at it.
Yeah,
I
sorry,
was
go
gonna say
ahead.
Gail's putting pancakes in the snack pouch.
Uh,
Oh,
do they already have
So-
syrup on them?
so sticky.
A couple might.
Oh,
Ugh.
Open the pouch and just pouring syrup into the pouch.
No, no liquids.
Stop it.
No liquids. Well, actually, no. That's wrong. I canonically already put soup in there.
Make it a
Forgot
soup
about that
pouch.
for a minute. Canonically, there is a soup in Gail's snack pouch. Yeah. Anyway,
but is there anything else, Haru, that's pressing with that? I'm gonna leave it up to you. You're the diplomat. You know what to do. I trust you.
There is no further information that would not make it more difficult to potentially obtain amnesty.
This is an important related question. Would it help if there were other character witnesses here?
Fuck.
I believe that if we're speaking with Avro, he already knows enough about this group.
Avro's fine. He'll figure it out, hopefully. If not, well, we're already harboring Siga. Wherever she has gone with Bro's omelet.
Yeah, wherever she's gone.
it's a mystery to us all.
Oh, Siga scuttled away immediately back to the training room.
Yeah,
Gail
that's
would have
fine.
That's where they have been practically living.
Wait, what would Gail have
Gail
done?
would have winked at Siga as they were leaving.
Siga just kind of keeps walking away, gives it like the okay symbol, and keeps going.
But yeah, while you're here, you'll have Siga. You can find Siga in the same place pretty much every day, either in the pantry eating raw goods, or in the training room.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
There's the dogs, there's the possum, there's the giant farm we bought.
There is that.
Gail's got a herd of sheep.
I do.
I
They're
do
pretty
have a
cool.
cat.
There's a cat. Oh yeah, Captain's here
And-
somewhere.
Yeah, cat. Yeah. I mean, his bed's in my room, but it's you can play with them. It's fine.
But I think that's a majority of what you need to know. I told you a lot last night, but
Okay. Sorry, I was writing. Okay. Do you guys have any questions?
so many. But
I can answer what you want.
Do we need the answers now? Or do we
That's
need to
what
take
I'm
care of what we
thinking.
need to first? Bless you.
do you think,
You get used to it. The dust.
Gail?
Well,
Do you think we'll be back here before we have to go deal with Lucretia?
I would certainly hope so.
Then let's wait, unless someone has a
So would
pressing
Connor.
question they want to ask.
I have a question. How are you feeling?
I feel fine.
Can I insight? check?
Inside.
Bullshit. And I get advantage on those ones.
Ah, Dea, what are you doing, girl?
I rolled 2 13s plus my insight, which is not great. 14 total.
She is okay, certainly. But she's still adapting to a situation. It's weird. It's different. So she's okay, but she still has to get used to this situation that she's in. She has been treated better than she has been in quite a while, and she has been welcomed into a group much faster than she really expected to be.
That's fair.
So, yeah, ultimately she has to get used to it. There's no other way to put it.
Hmm. Well, Ho, I don't want to say turn her over into your hands. That sounds wrong. She can come and go as she pleases. But Lisa, if you want to go with Ho to go discuss what needs to be discussed about you, if Ho needs you.
Yeah, I can do that.
Ho.
Very well. Although, should try to keep a low profile as mercy is not allowed in the Lucky Sapphire, and someone who bears a close resemblance might also raise suspicions.
Do we want to send one more with him?
I think
Mostly
Rudy wanted
because-
to go.
All right. Just want to make sure. He's getting
Rudy
higher
would-
with the whole sight thing. Just
Yeah.
Thinking.
That's probably fair. Udi, when you get back, I do need to make a request of you magic-wise.
Yeah, when you get back, I can
Okay.
show Nerissa around the estate, maybe.
Okay.
we're gonna go put up lights in the greenhouse now.
You're doing what now?
I got lights for the greenhouse.
Gil, the greenhouse's roof is still broke. Bus is
So?
following after to fix the roof.
So, is there anything else? I apologize. I'm putting my dice back into their little tray. They all have their specific spot, and I have to make sure it's exactly right. You guys, is there anything else you guys need to do before you ready the Fortunate to start going over to Cronona?
I do believe we have to go talk to Admiral.
Apart from... Yeah.
Okay.
And I did want to talk to Nerissa one more time.
Okay.
And I need to do the sendings.
Okay.
And I need to figure out how to talk as the boat again.
I don't know if you
Very
can
important.
on here.
I think you can. What was that?
That was Jill. You've taken Jill's pride and joy away from them.
I'm sorry.
Foundry has like 3 flaws.
So first off, we'll go with the simplest. Sorry, Jill, you cannot talk as a boat. Dea, you want to chat with Nerissa?
Yeah, because she
Okay.
didn't want to do this when it was 1 a.m. and didn't want to do it at breakfast.
Okay.
So she's taking the excuse of like kind of an estate walk around as just some like private time.
Okay. Yeah.
But and she's Toby with her. But she's just basically like yeah, I mean, we're about to head out, obviously. Toby, no.
No.
Um,
Toby tumbles off Dea's shoulder.
No. Get this. No. But I know what it's like to lose your family and have to find a new one. So, if we manage to get you a communication disc, I wanted you to know, like, you can call me anytime and all that. But you are lucky. You do still have mercy, at least.
Okay.
Even if we bicker a lot, I mean, she's a good person.
How long have you known my sister?
I think has it been like 2 years now, year and a half,
It's it's getting close to 2 years.
almost 2 years at this point. We killed our mirror together.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I just keep an eye on my sister.
I always do, to a degree.
What's it like?
What?
All of this.
Living at the
what's all of
estate?
this like?
Like adventuring? Living
Yeah.
at the estate? I mean, I guess it's nice.
Well, I
I
meant
was-
more like being with these guys.
Ah. Well, yeah, it's still pretty nice. Like it did take a while for us to, I guess, open up to each other, and there's still some. I'm not a very open person, obviously, but I mean, it's you go through enough together, and you feel at least a little bit responsible, even if you don't like them that much. But it's, I don't know. I mean, I guess in a way, it is. Before this, I was a pirate, and our ship was pretty close. Like that was the closest thing I had to a family, like a full, big family for a really long time, and it was for a good few years, like half my life, about. And this is probably the closest thing I've had since losing that. Like we bicker a lot. We don't always agree on stuff to do, but we all generally try, I guess. We-
There is very faint guitar music playing. If you can't, tell me if you can't hear it.
Can't hear it.
Okay,
Mm-mm.
Oh, I hear it.
F5.
But yeah, it's. I mean, we care about each other.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. And feel free to bond with Captain when I'm gone. I wish I could play with him a bit more, but I can't take him on adventures like I can Toby.
Yeah, I suppose it wouldn't be very safe for a cat, would it?
Yeah, I can't fly out of danger.
Hear it now, Jace?
Nope.
Dang. It does take a minute, I think, sometimes to switch
Yeah, that's
on
why
like,
I was
a user level.
waiting to even say anything, but yeah, no, neither of them are playing the music. Neither instance.
Wait for it.
Waiting.
Okay. Yeah, it is playing on my end. Why don't you give a quick
Yeah, I'm gonna
refresh,
give it a
Chase?
quick refresh.
But yeah, Narissa will follow with you, and yeah. She still seems like she's kind of trying to adapt a little bit.
Yeah. There's not trying to rush us. She's just letting her know she's here.
Okay.
As awkward as she is.
Who's next? Because I know someone wants to do a bunch of sending, and one of you wants to go talk to Avro.
Was Arrow sending as Mercy?
But I'm involved in both.
That she is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if that's the case, then let's go with the sending first.
Okay. Hold on, I gotta do the dice thing. I gotta pull out dice for this. Because it is two people I have not met, so...
Hold on.
Oh,
I should probably think properly of what I want to tell Rudy to tell them.
okay.
I guess it's pretty simple though. It's Mercy's friend. Narissa is at Srecane and on our side now. Come see her if you want.
All right. Who do you want me to send it to each of them? The same message to both?
Yeah, there's no reason to specialize it.
I I already
I
rolled for
clicked
the
on
first
the
one that it
damage
goes
one.
through, so I'm gonna roll
No.
for the second one.
I'm not adding bitch to them.
I rolled the same thing both times. I rolled 7 both times. Which means they both
This
go
is a
through.
weird day. 2 20s. Jessica rolled 2 13s a second ago. 2 7s.
So I'm gonna mark those spell slots off. Hold on.
2 7s mean they fail.
No, they pass.
Okay.
It's over 65, they fail. Spell book.
Hear the guitar now.
I can hear.
Yeah, I can
Okay.
Very faint.
Very
cast.
But as this is happening, Mercy's gonna go, I can't believe they were fucking here all this time.
So I do that twice. I send it to one to each of them.
Okay. So, your Bard sister,
Nope.
Joy. No?
Bard brother.
Bard brother. You fucking
Barbara.
mixed me up the first time you ever introduced them, and now I'll never get it right.
Yeah.
Barbara.
So, Melody, your Bard brother.
Nope. Nope.
Joy is the Bard brother.
Joy, fucking shit!
Run it back.
One more time.
Some cunt.
You know those logic puzzles where it's like name, occupation, gender, like we could do one of
Look.
those. Where it's just like these vague
So, Joy-
clues and Connor has
So,
to
Joy,
figure
this
out
stupid
his
cunt,
way.
you send a message over to him,
That's stupid. I'll give Connor that.
and he's gonna go, oh, okay, I'll keep that in mind. I might pop by. And that'll be that. And you send it off to Melody, and you hear her go, what? That's it.
What?
I relay both of those messages to
What?
Mercy.
Well, I kind of expected that from Joy. He's kind of stupid. I love him, but that boy's a few bricks short. I don't know what that's supposed to mean for Melody, and honestly, I kind of want to leave before we find out. Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I needed to do. That was my sibling obligation. I'm good now.
Okay. All right. Now, let's go chat with Avro.
Fun.
Cody's doing sibling obligations. Who's chatting with Avro?
The thing is that Haru is the one that's.
Yeah, it's Haru.
Yeah, I think Rudy was also
Yes.
going to ask about the communication discs.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And Narissa can come along if she would like, but it's not obligated.
Okay. Narissa probably will not go.
That's
Just-
fair.
It's fine.
You make your way over to the Lucky Sapphire, and you guys hunt down Avro, and you see that he looks like he's doing a little bit of paperwork right now. He's in his back office. You guys, what do you say to him?
First of all, Gesundheit to the dog. Who sneezed. I would say... Well, hello. We have some matters to discuss that are of somewhat high discretion.
Okay. What do you mean?
Well, we recently came into contact with an individual by the name of Narissa Arya. Up until recently,
One of Mercy's
the
siblings.
strange sister of Mercy.
Yes.
Okay.
I won't go into too many details, but right now she is at the estate, and I would like to discuss with you the options for seeking amnesty for her.
Okay. Interesting.
I believe that it is something that will not be terribly difficult. Any crimes that she has committed were ones that she was forced into, and they began when she was still dependent, which means that she cannot be held responsible, at least for the early part. She also has political secrets for events going on in Precretia that could help prevent an escalation of events. And I believe that these should be sufficient to allow her to remain where she is safe within Odela. She is currently in the protective custody of Fortune's Blade.
Okay. If she does have secrets, something like that, it won't make much of a difference for Odella, but at the very least, it'll stop the Owlie from wanting her head, which is good. Yeah. Okay. It certainly won't be easy, but that is doable. Certainly. We will need to know the secrets before we can really get a full confirmation on that. But at the very least, we can use it to bargain a position of power and not have to worry about her being stolen away. The biggest problem you're going to have to deal with is going to be any other individuals from the followers of Rahein, you know.
Of course, and we are already discussing ways to deal with this as a group.
Well, that's good, but there's something else you all do need to know. I can't have you wearing cloaks in Precretia if you go there.
We know.
Anything that identifies you as a member of the Blue Cloaks, you can't have on your person.
We don't intend to. Don't worry about that. That's something we're very well aware of. I remember the last mission with the followers. We couldn't wear blue cloaks then. Had to operate. It's the same thing. I think us as a group are aware of that.
Okay. It's good to hear that you all are... It's good to hear that you all are taking steps to do more than just what I tell you to. But realize that does, of course, mean that I won't be able to protect you as much.
Yes.
I think as a group, we've grown fairly powerful to the point where protection isn't necessarily needed. It's nice, don't get me wrong, and we'll always appreciate it. But I think, considering the things we've done in the past, we're more than capable of doing what we do without protection. If it means stopping a war, That's, I think we can.
Well, good luck.
Mm.
But, yeah.
This is,
Apart from
go ahead, Aru.
yeah. Well, apart from that, there is a bit more into helping protect Narissa as well as perhaps other people associated with our members. I believe Rudy knows more about the communication discs than I do, so I'll let her talk with you
I
about
actually
that.
don't know if you can help with this, all things considered. You don't... There isn't a way you could just get your hands on a communication disc for Narissa, is there?
Not immediately, but it would take some time, but it's possible.
That would be very helpful. Just to be able to communicate with her when we need whenever it happens. I'd also... we might have to talk to Asagio, maybe about getting anti-scrying necklaces for her. And one for Sika would be good too, I think, but...
Yeah.
It might be good to have some sort of charm put up in the state to render a certain part of it immune to such
I
effects.
think for now it's better to just get the charms for the two of them. It'll just be easier. At some point that's a good idea, but that's going to be prohibitively expensive. But I think we should just go and stop on the way back to the estate at Asagio's and see if he can make those for him. I'll pay for them, it's fine. Or I'll throw down, yeah, I'll figure it out. I have money.
We still have group funds.
Yeah. I don't want to take too much out of the group funds, though. I think that's it.
Okay.
I think we are going to stop on the way back, though.
Yeah. If you can hear it, don't refresh. If you can't hear it, refresh.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Let me try refreshing
I
again.
can hear it.
Yeah, it doesn't enjoy having song switched.
Yeah, like every third song, I just don't hear it in a way.
Oh, anytime the song switches, it gives out in both instances of mine.
That's crazy.
I think it also depends on your connection to the server.
So, you guys wanted to go over to Asagio's, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, to seek the aforementioned items.
Let me double check the prices on it. It'd be an amulet of
Non-detection.
non-detection. Amulet of proof against detection and location.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Okay. That one's expensive.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let me see what the other.
Well, it's only an uncommon item, though.
Uncommon or not, I can understand the mentality behind it because that is a big thing. That one's a little bit better, but now well, I've got one saying 20,000 gold. I've got the other one saying 400 gold.
I mean, the 400 gold makes more sense because it's a
Not entirely. You're right, it's an
Well,
uncommon item, but it's also a very big thing to have.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's somewhere between the two.
They're priced based off of the extremes. 400 is based off of rarity pricing, and it is a lower cost if it requires attunement because that takes up a slot. The 20,000 is based off of specific effects and if they are able to be obtained through the use of spells.
Okay. So you guys head over to Asagio's Oddities, and you find that he is of course present as he normally is, and he will kind of start running the numbers when you guys ask for something like this. For 2 of them, yeah.
Yeah.
So it is certainly
Yes.
doable, yes.
Mhm.
The I'm sure I can make them, but making objects that can resist powerful effects such as scrying and other such detecting spells are tricky. I think I could do that, but most of them would cost about 2,500 gold
For both or for each?
for both, each. So,
So 5,000 total.
yes.
I'm gonna pull out my communication disc and call Mercy.
How about, for the time being, simply the prior part of it, not being able to be targeted? If people don't suspect that they are where they are, then there is no reason for them to try to scry upon the location.
It really doesn't make much of a difference. Either way, you have to implement the same effect.
Pull out the comm disc and calls Mercy.
What? Sorry. My brain is tired. It's very cold and I'm still trying to fix this fucking roof.
Mercy, it's gonna cost 5,000 for 2 amulets.
Why do we need 2?
Siga. You remember she's kind of being searched for by someone?
Yeah.
Or by a very powerful someone.
I want to remind you of something, Lodi. I have 186 gold. I do not know why you are asking me. I am very poor.
I mean, if Narissa is obviously the higher priority, who's in charge of the group funds?
That would be Dea.
I'm gonna call Dea.
Conference call.
As she hangs up, she hears Mercy go, Gale, don't climb that part of the tree yet.
It's fine. It's not going anywhere.
And then a branch cracks right as she hangs up.
Ah!
Gale would be fine. He'd catch himself.
So she calls Dea.
Yo.
What?
She's
What?
in the party fund.
A good amount. Why?
Well, we need non-detection amulets. I know we need one for Narissa, but I was thinking we need one for Siga too. I don't want the Vermunian army to come after our estate. The problem is both of them together will cost 5,000 gold.
Okay. Well, there's like 6,800 in the party gold, so that would deplete almost all of it. On the other hand, I kind of feel like if they were going to scry on Siga, they would have done it already because they were already here. You know? Like that Dolahan was hanging around, and wouldn't you have thought?
I will point out something that not Mercy, Erudite would be aware of. Despite my description of scrying, showing it rushing from one location to another, is strictly for the sake of narrative.
No, I know.
That's also specifically like Mercy's thing. Because Mercy lets you know where.
Mercy lets you know exactly where. Scrying tells you just the general location. So while Dea is partially correct, yes, they could have been doing it the entire time. There's still the very real fact that they could be continuing to scry so they can try and find Siga near someone else.
Exactly.
And then go from there.
Yeah, I know how scrying works. They might be scrying on her and we don't know. They're not going to be able to see a location now, but if she decides, let's say, to go into town, they might be able to. It's possible. I did 2 things through skying, so it's possible that they just haven't gotten enough information yet. That's the issue. And if they keep scrying, they may get the information. If she is able to be scryed on still, they may be able to get information that they can to get to our estate.
Alright. This would still kind of.
I can throw in. Yeah, I know. I'll throw in 500 so that it doesn't completely come out of the funds.
Well, I think a couple other party members might have some gold lying around. We could ask them.
Why are you hiding? Why are you hiding, Jill? Why are you hiding, Jill? Stop. Why are you hiding? Where are you going, Jill?
I want you to know, we were literally just discussing how much money I had, and Jill went, how much money do I have?
Get some. How much do I have?
Okay, I'm going to tell.
Why don't you ask Ro and I'll check in with Maddie.
Okay, I'll call
See
Ro.
if they're willing to
Help a little bit.
help. At least for Narissa, because Maddie probably won't help Sega. But you know,
I'll talk to Ro. It's fine.
the majority of it can still come from the party funds. And since we don't have to save a lot for the our employees, since we have the farm, but it's still nice to have like some savings in case something actually urgent comes up.
Okay, I'll call Ro. You go talk to Maddie. Call me back. Let me know what you get.
Okay.
I call Ro. It's Ro, and mind you, I'm doing this in front of Asashio. He's just looking at me. It's just like when you're calling to figure out how you're gonna pay for something.
Give
Jill,
me money.
Would you like to tell them where Ro is right now?
Ro is in the greenhouse, and since it's winter outside, she's sunbathing in the greenhouse since it's warm in there.
Does she
In
have
the
fun with
background,
like
Just kind of relax. Like this is my moment of peace. Everyone's gone. This is my moment of
Where's the
peace.
spider head?
Oh no! It's gone.
Hold on.
Hold on. Wait, Gail just.
All right.
Where is it, Jay?
So we're gonna do. I'm trying to think. We're gonna do a 1d12. 1 through and 1 is like north side through 4. Second floor, obviously 5 through 8, and then the other ones are 3rd floor. All right.
Rose on the 3rd floor.
Which side? Before you see whatever number.
I'm waiting.
I know.
Okay.
you probably want to be on the south side because that's more likely where the sun would be.
Yeah, south, east, south, south.
All right. So that would be 10.
You
Ah, it's too close for comfort.
Ooh, it is.
Uh,
It is on the north side of the 3rd floor.
You
So-
can see it.
So, Ro, you are kind of lounging on a chair in the greenhouse on the southern section of the 3rd floor, which does have these like open areas that just drop straight down. And as you kind of like take down the sun shield and look over, you can see on the other side the head of the Azada with the spider legs coming out of it that Gale has decided to put here for some damn reason. Just kind of.
I can do it. No one's here. I can do it.
And then you get a call.
I won't do it, but I could.
To be fair, Gail is there.
Gale and Mercy are both there.
Mm-hmm.
Mere feet away. But Ro will answer whenever Thomas comes.
Hello, Ro.
What's up? Someone dying?
No. I have a bit of a conundrum.
Oh. Was it a alter state shape conundrum?
No, actually.
Or-
It's more a money one.
Huh. Explain. Elaborate.
Okay,
And
well,
listen.
as you know, we do currently have 2 people in our home that a lot of people are after. And, do you remember that necklace I used to have that I very foolishly destroyed.
In like a
Very-
symbolic moment. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that was very dumb now that I think about it.
Really expensive things.
It's extremely
It was
expensive.
cool.
as
It was
tur-
kind of like in the.
It was
you know.
extremely expensive as it turns out, and we need 2 of them. They
Okay.
cost 2,500 gold pieces each. I'd like to not take it fully out
Says
of
the
the
lady with
funds.
the toddler head pearl.
It's so true.
I like
So how much were you thinking?
I'd really like it if we could just take half of it, so 25 out of the party fund. I'm putting in 500. So, I mean, anything you could contribute would be very good, and I'd very much appreciate it. I know I've asked for money before,
I'll
but
put the rest forward. Only
Sure,
because I have this fucking gigantic ass pearl and it's gonna ruin. It's ruining my relationship with money because I'm gonna have all of it.
I was gonna.
So-
I know Dale was asking for. Okay.
Oh, well, okay, fine. Then I won't help. What do you want me to do? 10 gold?
No, I was thinking like
You want me-
1,000.
Do you want me to help?
I was thinking like 1,000.
Okay, fine. Fuck me for trying to be nice. I'll do 1,000.
I don't
No,
want
no,
to
the
borrow your money.
No, the
Listen.
opportunity's passed. You could have gotten 2,000 out of me, but no,
Uh,
1,000 now.
I was gonna say I've asked you for money before and I didn't like doing that. That's why.
Well, I'm trying to be more generous.
It's appreciated. I'm sure Mercy will appreciate it very much.
I have a question. Could Gil and Mercy hear the conversation in the greenhouse?
I mean, I'm not being quiet.
When you say generous, Ro, Mercy lets out a harsh
Fucking mean. All right. So,
Thank
do you
you,
want
Ro.
1,000 or 2,000? What do you want from me?
I guess I'll take the 2,000 if you're willing to give it up.
Wow, selfish. You got it.
Damn. All right.
Mercy.
Mixed signals.
Rudy,
Extremely.
she looks very sad when she closes the phone. Oh, I should have just
Not a
asked for
phone.
1,000.
Too
You
late.
know,
I
when
put
she
my
hangs up-
Motorola Razor closed.
When she hangs up, she just feels really bad and she just goes, I should have just asked for the 1,000. Oh well.
It's Nokia.
It's a Nokia brick phone, but you just like crunch it.
Snap it in half.
No, you should have highballed it, told her it was
It's 3,000
4,
gold.
and then had her, because then she would feel better about paying a low amount, and you would feel better
Rudy's
about
not
not putting
a,
it all on the other
Hey,
people.
like this type of person. That's
Fucking-
not the
Like you're trying to buy something at a goddamn flea market.
Rudy doesn't do this, guys. How are you talking? She's not a negotiator.
Also, I've just had the brilliant idea for a bludgeoning weapon in a modern fantasy game. It's just a Nokia. That's it.
Alright,
Just
well,
beat
Dea-
someone upside the head with it.
Maddie.
I mean, if you don't need the money anymore, you could just quickly
I mean,
call Dea, because she was gonna walk over to Maddie.
she'll
I'm
call.
assuming
Yeah,
them
she'll call
both in
Dea.
the estate.
She'll just be like, she'll call Dan. She'll just say, well, Ro agreed to give the entire amount of 2,000. So
Okay, I'm still gonna go hang out with Maddie though. Alright, see ya.
okay. She'll hang up and she'll go to Asagio. We'll take 2 of them. We won't be here because I think it's going to take you time to make it. I assume, correct? So we won't be here. So if you could just deliver them to the estate.
That's
And, like-
entirely doable. I could simply deliver it over to them and have them put on the amulets.
Thank you. And I'm gonna take the money out of my account.
Yep.
Thanks. I'm back to being broke, guys.
Ro, make
I'm
sure
back
you
to my
knock off the 2,000. Okay, so
I mean, Haru will say to Rudius leaving, I do try to keep a reserve for costly spell casting opponents, so if you need some, I do have a bit.
I'm okay right now. I was going to look into buying spells, but I'd rather, as much as I like having new spells, I'd rather people be safe. So.
What was that
Thank
sound?
you, though.
Yeah, because like the wizard and cleric spell lists are the most
Yeah.
expensive.
I feel like I should just give Ro a gun called the Moneymaker and just make it a shotgun that fires gold pieces.
It's funny you mentioned that.
Oh, really?
We did the motion. I was like, Rose just fucking shot putting gold pieces.
There was like, wasn't there a Powerpuff Girls episode about like that one feminist who fired Susan B. Anthony coins
Yeah,
out of
there
a
was.
gun?
Right! I think you're right!
The like toxic feminist lady. I don't
Okay.
remember her name.
So, is there anything else that you guys need to do?
I'm good.
Okay.
Seems like
Dea.
Jace is-
Yeah. So you guys are going to be taking the Fortunate, right?
I assume so, yeah.
Okay. Do you want to go get the crew ready?
Yeah, let's go
Okay.
get Clue again. I like that.
Yeah. Okay. So making your way over to the docks of Srecane, you head over to where the Fortunate has been docked periodically. Normally, it'll kind of like head out to do a couple of like quick trips, do some trades, stuff like that. Basically, stuff that'll continue to
You
pay
like
for
lease it out, yeah.
Well, you're basically continuing to pay for the section of the port you've essentially just rented out for the past month. And your crew has kind of like changed up a little bit. Nothing terribly serious, but Clue has been your navigator the entire time.
Yay.
And you see there the Pelican Aarakocra with one arm, who's kind of at who's currently kind of like milling about on the boat, looking over a couple of maps. Very awkwardly, you see he's trying to hold up a map with one hand, and it's not working that great. And he looks down at you and goes, "Oh, Captain, nice to see you.
Hey. Yeah.
How have you been?"
That'd be pretty good, I guess.
Good to hear. So, are we going to be setting sail soon?
Yes. We've got another long trip ahead of us. We're planning a trip to Cronona, so
Fuck. Okay.
I'm sorry.
That is definitely one heck of a trip. Are we? Well, we'll likely be taking a straight easterly path. So expect a good almost 2 months of journey.
With us it'll be faster, but it's still a month there,
Okay.
a month back.
I don't know what weird magic you and your friends have, but fine then. I'll go with whatever you say.
Best part is Gil's not even magic, it's just...
He's just really good at traveling.
I'm going to say right now it absolutely 100% is magic, because we've been allowing this to work on vehicles, and since that's the case, it has to be magic, or Gale is somehow piloting the boats. So, and I'm not allowing
No,
this
I'd like to
happen
imagine
without
he
checks.
I'd like to imagine he just has this aura of, like, good traveling conditions, like, wind
Yeah.
is always
Yeah,
at
that's-
the
and
back,
that's essentially
it's perfect
it.
conditions.
He's like bending the luck of the like wind around
It's-
the boat.
it's-
It's part of the cards.
I don't know how, but somehow Gale is Tokyo drifting the boat. Don't ask me how.
I've been in this place before. You just see Gale.
Double track drifting
Oh no.
on a boat.
All the sails
Um,
are just turned sideways. You're like, that's not physically
This isn't
possible.
how it works.
The boat's not even in the water. What are you doing?
Yeah, so Gale, it is 100% magical. Basically, you are just things are going well as you are traveling, more or less. So yeah, Clue is ready. He'll be your navigator again. He's got no issue with that. The crew will go with you. They are going to be asking for pay.
Oh, yeah. And they'll get a little bit of time on Cronona
On Cronona. That's good.
if they want it.
All right. So yeah, your crew's ready to go. They're rock and roll. They're ready to go.
Cool.
You also know they're going to be swinging wide from the northern tip of.
I assumed we were gonna go down south, like around.
No! If you go down south, this trip becomes almost 50 days.
It looks
even
faster
with
to
Gale.
go that way, though.
No,
Fuck
you,
no.
you also have to consider around the southern tip is also where all of that dangerous water is.
Big monsters.
It's not even monsters.
So-
There's rocks. There's tide pools.
It's really good at
No.
So let me see.
Gale goes full
900.
waterbender and just moves all the weird tide pools out of the way.
900.
Just like
500. And then so yeah,
I
that
mean,
would be it is almost the same travel wise. But they did bring up a very good point. The southern horn of Lucretia essentially is wicked tough to sail past.
It's like the tip of South Africa.
It's like the Horn of Africa.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be a bit chillier heading northerly, but it's safer.
I mean, Clue is the navigator, and trust his opinion.
Okay. Is there?
If people don't have winter clothes,
We do.
we can buy them for.
We've
the
been in
crew.
winter for 2.
Not
The
us,
crew.
the
Half my
crew.
They're also in Odela. They're also experiencing winter in Srecane.
Yeah. So, anything else you guys need to do?
Maddie, did you want to go say goodbye?
Yeah. Do you want to play that out?
I guess I'm just gonna say bye.
Yeah. Okay. If you don't think it's anything serious or any big scenes that you need to do, then yeah, we can start sailing.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay.
I just wanted to say, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So if that's the case, then let me change the music and hopefully it changes.
I'm excited.
There we go.
I hear it.
we have progress. It stayed for the stream or the.
It stayed for one, not the other.
Yeah, not one, not the other. Hey, there we go. I'm gonna give the stream a second. If it doesn't load here in a second, I'm gonna refresh it.
So, what are you guys doing?
Going to.
We're
playing the piano.
for the game.
Okay. So, since there is nothing else you guys need to do, you guys are planning on leaving pretty quickly, correct? Okay. You guys get aboard the Fortunate to make your way to Cronona. I will move you guys over to the map of Viotra, just for the sake of it. So, it would be the 71st. So, you guys begin your travel across the sea. It's going to take quite a while. Fortunately, you guys have a few things to make your travel at least comfortable or fast in the case of Gale. I've already done the math. You're looking at 27 and a half days of travel. So, if there are any things that you guys are going to be doing while you're on the sea, if there's anything you guys want to play out when you're on the sea, anything, let me know.
Right.
Yes, Michelle.
So, at night, because we've
What?
established that this is
Michelle,
fine,
you
right?
cut out.
Really.
We didn't hear you at all.
Am I okay now?
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. Anyway, because Connor, we established that I can do this, correct?
That you can do Magnificent Mansion on the boat? Yeah, of course.
Okay, I'm just making sure. So, at night, as the sun starts to set, Rudy's gonna turn to everyone, including the crew, and she's going to say, "Well, I don't know about you, but I would prefer not to sleep on the boat. I actually have a way for us to sleep that would be easier." And she's gonna turn around. She's gonna make a She's gonna take out her little things that she's gonna take out the little portal and the little items she needs, put them on the floor in the middle of the ship, and she's gonna make a door with her wand, a door shape. And it's gonna open. And when it opens, if you look inside, it's the estate.
God damn it! It's just the estate again.
Yes, because it's home. Why
Housey
wouldn't it
house.
be the estate?
I guess.
It's like the estate, but like there's some cool shit in there.
There is some cool shit in there. Correct.
The sofa's a little bit comfier.
Yeah, everything, yeah. Not. Also, as you walk inside, you see everything's a little bit bigger, and if you look up, it is
Including
not.
Ro. Also, Jace, I heard that.
Bigger than a fucking mansion. All right, cool. That's. We're gonna walk into like an entire fucking like stadium now.
Basically, if you look up, you will see instead of like the regular roof, there is what looks to be grass, and there is just a ladder that's along one of the walls and like a little door. And if you walk through that, you will see that it is the greenhouse. The top of it is the greenhouse, complete with views of outside of the estate. So like when you look out, it looks like you're looking at the estate.
No.
And then
Is my spider up there?
everything is
Oh,
yes,
good.
your spider is up there. Okay, Rudy has gone through the thing of like looking in your rooms at some point or another. I have been in your room, Ro. We did the thing with the creation thing together, so I have actually been in your room.
I will point out one thing. You have been in their room. You have seen very vague details, unless you have read through books that they have.
No.
You have a lot of blank books on shelves.
Well, no, the books that are the books that are there are all books that Rudy has read.
Yeah,
All
that's
the
it.
books that I've replaced all your books that you might have with Rudy's books,
Oh no.
including lots of romance novels.
I'm so sorry, Ro.
They all get
Also-
stacked up by the Rudy's door.
Also, the kitchen is fully stocked, so if Maddie wants to cook, she can. But it can also make whatever. There's also a buffet that you can make whatever you like. That you can have whatever you want.
I'm just imagining.
Not the same.
I'm just imagining.
Again,
this
if you want to cook.
Las Vegas buffet tables stacked high with food.
And see, I was imagining like a restaurant buffet, but somebody going up there going, bones!
I mean, we do
This
have pet dogs.
this is a disturbing golden corral. What the fuck?
And last but
Decomposing
not
head.
least-
Yeah.
And last but not least, you will see about. They look like they're about 3 feet tall, so they're about Rose height. You see little automatons that look like owls, and that have little bow ties on them. But they look like little automatons, so they're sort of like steampunky,
Yeah.
but they're like silver and black.
As they are walking towards you, they look at you and go, "Who?" In a human voice.
Yes, they do.
Ro,
Oh.
don't.
If you need anything, they'll provide it for you. And she'll tell the crew. Obviously, they have to like do stuff at night, but they are welcome to come in and eat if they want, and if they can work shifts out to like sleep on the like it'll be open always because it goes for 24 hours, so she can just recast it.
Yeah.
So it'll just always be open.
Yeah, that's actually probably a really great thing for the crew because like
Yeah.
even with a particularly big crew, you can feed all of them no problem.
Mhm.
And worst case scenario, the Magnificent Mansion you can adjust at will.
Mhm.
So
Like she'll add extra rooms if she.
yeah,
needs to.
exactly. Suddenly the second floor of the estate is significantly larger than it ever has been before, with just a sprawling hallway with more guest rooms.
Yep.
So your crew doesn't have to use the bunk. They
They'll be
now
very
have
happy.
probably have the best. These are the best accommodations they've ever had.
And probably will ever have again.
Yeah. Well, if they continue being your crew, then hopefully
This
that's
is
not
a
an
good.
ever again.
This is a good way of keeping them on.
I mean, we've only put them into like certain danger a couple times.
Exactly.
Why does it keep getting louder?
Why?
Louder. I
turned
turned
it
it down.
We
I turned
turned
mine
it down
down.
twice. It keeps resetting the sound.
Every time you move it, it gets louder.
Oh, I apologize. I
turned
don't know
mine
why
down.
it's doing that.
But yeah.
I thought it was part intentional, like each additional thing was like more drama.
No, I didn't know it was getting louder.
So that's what Rudy does.
The music getting louder was like at the award shows where they play the music to cut off the speed.
Yeah,
They're like, wrap
let's
it up,
go.
wrap it up.
Just to shut the
Okay,
fuck
Michelle,
up button.
wrap it up. Michelle, wrap it up.
No more goofs, guys. Wrap it up.
Yeah, that's your crew is beyond ecstatic about this. Not only do they get a nice place to sleep, they have like their own dining area as well. Like you have given them a mansion on their boat, so they can work, and then when they're done having a rough day at work, they can have a nice relaxing day. This is perfect. Okay, anybody else? Like I said, y'all have 27 days. You got plenty of time.
I will say for
Oh.
at least, sorry, this is just real quick. For at least like the first week or two, Day is gonna sleep in the captain's quarters.
Okay.
Because like it's like nicely furnished, well enough, and she likes the, you know.
She misses being on
the
a
sea.
boat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
okay,
I'm
that's
on
fair.
a boat. I'm gonna sleep on a boat.
Okay, that's fair. Mercy.
Mercy is going to only go through 2 guards during this, but she's going to read through them, not speed through them.
Mhm.
She's going to read through Aurori and Pharasma, so you can send me the information on those later. She will have to go get one of the Bible back from Gale for those 2 days.
The Bible
She'll-
Black from Gale.
Mm-hmm.
Shh. The Bible back from Gale, but she'll hand it back to him once she's done with it. And then I'm going to, during this time, also attune and finish skimming through all of those inmate files.
Okay, so in that case, I'll cover the inmate files, and I can give you a general overview on. You said Aurori and Pharasma.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I can do that, no problem. First off, the inmate files. Every single one who is a violent criminal, a rapist, some kind of a sex criminal in some manner, any that got executed, their execution is listed by Takawajan. All of them. He is their executor. You will also note in the prisoners, you would find a name that does look like the one you were looking for. It is Thias, and then his last name is, I believe... Let me double check it, please. Where the fuck is it? Oh my god. Did I not... I don't have a last name for him. Hold on. It was somewhere.
It could be in that notebook that got destroyed.
It might be... That's actually a very good point. It very could be in that notebook that got destroyed a little while ago. That is a little annoying. That
I mean,
one
I
looks.
can't-
That
I
I think
can't
that one looks
look-
right. Okay, so yeah, it will be Thias Nabulzi. I'm gonna write this down in my other notebook now because it disappeared.
Was he executed or?
His current status is listed as unknown.
How can a prisoner's status be listed as unknown?
That is exactly what is listed in the book.
That is a very good question, Dea.
Basically, like in other files, you say listed like alive, released, deceased, executed. In this case, unknown, missing.
What was his crime?
His crime? It was, I believe, his crime would be listed as espionage, or in this, well, not necessarily espionage. It'd be more likely to be actual. How would I phrase this? It would be crimes against the magitocracy and theft of information.
I can contact him if we want to.
Gail should probably be here for that, especially. Gail,
What?
it's your prophecy. Do you want to contact the...
I mean, I can be here for it. Works for me.
Okay. It would have to be yes.
So Connor treason or
Yeah, sedition would probably be the best word for it.
I'd have to do yes or no questions. I mean, I could just flat out ask him if he's a dealer of 8.
All right. Yes. The other question. Do I need to talk to him in person?
Mm-hmm.
Right. I haven't really thought this through, to be honest. So give me a moment.
Okay, that's fine.
Honestly, I thought I was just gonna run into him and just ask him these questions. Right.
Gail? No.
So-
Hold on, Gail.
What?
When you say run into him, do you mean you were going to die?
Eventually. It's not like guys happen before.
It's harder to bring you back each time you die, Gail.
That's
you wanna
fine.
Do you want to turn Maddie's hair gray?
No.
You will from stress.
How does that work?
I'm waiting for Jolly to unmute.
Right. So you got. Are you the dealer of 8? Do you need to talk to Gail in person? Is there something that you need to give me? Is there something I need to find? Those seem like really important things to ask. Is there anything any of you can think of? I can think of a lot of questions, but they're not really on topic.
What if he says no to the first question?
Ask him if he's comfortable. Ask him if he liked talking to us.
Okay.
I heard an angry cat.
If he isn't, perhaps ask him if he knows who the dealer of 8 is.
Aye, that'd be good.
Hey,
And then if he isn't the dealer of 8, and he knows who the dealer of 8 is, you can ask him if the information is in like the library or something like that.
let's get the first 2 questions down, and then we'll continue brainstorming. You don't have to ask them
Okay.
rapid fire, do you? Mercy's standing beside you. I know what happens if I'm not near you with this.
Thank you. I just remembered that.
Yeah.
I forgot about that part.
No. I looked it up the spell, and I'm like, oh, that's a DC save. Just gonna
That's
stand-
bad.
Just gonna stand beside her.
Homie, I forgot about that part until just when I went to look it up. I was like, I mean, technically, all I have to do, as long as Mercy's standing next to me, is not roll a 1, and I'm fine.
Yeah.
One.
Shut up.
You've said it now, Michelle.
Reloading. I'm reloading the Foundry real
Alright.
quick to get music.
All right.
Yeah,
so
hold
we're
on a
gonna
second.
try this.
Reloading real quick. Just don't roll yet.
I'm not.
Keep
Don't
shaking
do
it.
anything.
It's getting a little slow.
Wah.
Anxiety.
Keep loading it with the bad vibes. Just take all of your vibes that are currently anxious, put them in the die.
Let's go insanity.
Nah, I rolled a 17.
Oh, you're fine.
Sorry, Jill. So that's like with Mercy's, that's like a 30 something. 32, I think.
Yeah, it's obscene. It's something insane.
Because it's an intelligence saving
No,
throw.
it's not
Yeah.
insane because she rolled the same.
Shut up, you.
I just want to see what would happen.
It'll happen eventually, don't you
Let
worry.
me see.
God.
Do I have a description for you, buddy?
Yeah.
I do. There you are.
Oh, here we go.
So
There
yeah, she's
we
gonna
go.
do it at the front of the boat. Well, not at the front. She's gonna do it like where there's nobody there, and she's gonna have Mercy and Gale near her.
Probably want the captain's quarters then, because the
Oh yeah.
deck
Good
is gonna be all sailors running
Okay,
back and
so
forth.
it'll be in the captain's quarters.
Okay. So,
Still not getting any music, by the way.
Yes.
Maybe it's your
Probably
turn to
close
refresh,
though, I
Connor.
I just did.
Oh. I
Well,
don't know what to tell you.
I already
be quiet
did.
for this stream. It's fine.
It'll be in the
I can add
edited
music after.
version.
It's not a big deal.
You're right. Hold on. You right. Nope. That's too funky.
He's in a like a 70s disco.
Dun, dun.
He's partying.
Yeah, you can say on the way I use that work. I'm away with it. No time at all.
Can you hear this one?
Recording has it, stream doesn't.
Recording has it, stream doesn't.
Okay.
Nifty.
I'll go refresh again. Sorry, stream.
We may at some point just need to like find a different avenue.
I already have an idea, so don't worry.
Just like not switch the song so frequently.
I don't have a choice.
Gotta keep the.
It's
you
for
gotta keep the music.
scenes.
Yeah.
Good mute.
What was that?
What was
Yeah.
that?
That was Michelle forgetting how English works.
That's
That's
the
all, folks.
Griffin McElroy bit where he's.
Anyways,
I'm about to go into a serious scene. You made me remember that fucking bit. Thanks.
anyways.
You use contact other planes, and as you are doing so, you begin casting the spell, and you pull open a rift, and you see that stepping out is the form that Rudy and Gale recognize as Thias. You guys have most of you, all the other folks here haven't seen him before, but what you see in front of you is a human male, scrawny, tan-skinned, with black hair and blue eyes. He has a kind of a softer face, feature-wise, and kind of a diamond-shaped head. And you see that currently he is wearing something like almost like a duster that is open, no shirt beneath it, and just kind of pants as well. And you see that he has some kind of like scarring that travels across his body, where it looks like something like ropes or chains have bit into it and bound him in place in some way. And he looks at you all, and he's about to say something, and he's stopped. And he clenches his hands slightly and just kind of puts them together and waits.
It's been a long time. So I'm gonna just get to it. Are you the dealer of 8?
No, I am not the dealer of 8.
Do you know who the dealer of 8 is?
I know of them, but I do not know them.
Okay, let's think carefully about what our next question's going to be.
Yeah. That's
We only-
still.
So we left.
That's...
The group can still ask questions, but
Rudy has
I will.
the person is not obligated
I
to
will
answer,
say that you-
and Rudy has
You
to
guys,
ask.
as a group, can like converse and ask questions. He will know when you are directing a question to him to be asked. If he wants to be a dick, he can answer questions as they're said, which is kind of that's a real dick move, to be honest. But he can. But if you guys are directing questions to him, he'll know.
Okay. So he knows who the dealer of 8 is.
knows of.
He knows of them, not who they are specifically.
You,
Of not who.
Michelle, you keep. I You keep cutting out like at the beginning of. You gotta like stay a
Stay
bit
close.
closer, I think.
Sorry.
All right.
This
So,
is-
Yeah.
We've got 3 questions.
Maybe.
are they in the boneyard? Maybe
Not the
that's it.
boneyard, no.
Right.
Says
Maybe-
what I... So, go ahead.
I was gonna say maybe we can ask him if he knows how to get to them.
He can't answer that.
So
As
only
anything.
yes
We
or
can-
no.
Like
I
if
mean,
he
you could
would-
answer it. It would be
Yeah,
yes
he
or
would know
no.
if he knows, in which case.
That's.
But I don't know. Maybe that's not useful right now.
We can ask if they're not in the boneyard.
No.
Are they on it? We can ask if they're on another plane.
We can ask if they're on the material plane. Because other plane is little.
You'll find your fate with the dealer of 8. Came from elsewhere, now they wait. With Our Lady of Fate.
And Pharasma's for sure in the boneyard. She's not with the other gods.
No, she's with the other
No,
gods.
she's with the other gods.
Then wouldn't the dealer of 8 be there?
Being with Our Lady.
I mean, you could ask if the dealer of 8
Cody?
is a deity.
What's up,
Case?
Gil?
No, I'm thinking. That's the thinking. Thinking hands.
Thinking
I
motion.
was
Looks
gonna
like,
have
Gale
it looks like
thinking
you're
hands.
wafting a fart.
I will come in here.
I may
think
have,
you're
but-
taking it too literally. With Our Lady just means dead.
Alright.
Potentially.
Actually, it'd be really awkward if they were alive, because I like the deity question makes sense.
Yeah. How about just, are they
But-
not mortal?
I mean,
I think we already know they're not a deity because I asked Aristil and he'd never heard of the Dealer of 8. If it was a deity, you'd think another deity would have heard of him.
true.
Maddie thinks the planes question makes sense.
Right. I'm thinking that
Let's ask that question.
hey.
What
they
was
on
the
the-
So,
exact question?
Are they on the material plane?
Yeah, that was the question.
Alright.
yeah. So are they on the material plane?
No.
Okay, that's 3.
4.
Hey, Gale.
That's
Fair.
4. We have one more.
Now it's a
Take it.
9.
That is
Hey, Gale.
4.
Gale.
Well,
The dealer of 8 deals with your fate specifically, correct? At least that's what's implied by the question.
I mean, unless any of you can speak to Nuso on a regular basis.
Don't be cocky with me.
I'm actually stating that as a true thing. If you can,
Okay.
that'd actually be good to know.
It seems like where your fate has been heading us for a little bit
Mm-hmm.
is the Feywild. Do you think he's there, or do you think he's somewhere else?
Oh, that'd be a question.
Because we can cast this
Yeah.
again tomorrow, can't we?
Let me double check the
Hold
spell.
on. Does not remember.
No, you can cast it again today.
I literally could, because it's also if I'm not mistaken, it's also a ritual spell.
It's a 4th level spell. It's also technically a ritual. You can cast it again today if you really want to.
It's 5th level.
5th level.
5th
I
level.
apologize, but
Yeah.
still,
It's a
like,
ritual spell.
yeah,
Literally,
you
I
can.
literally,
You theoretically can do it again today.
Right, here's
Okay.
the list of planes. We're gonna go through them all. We'll start asking. We're gonna
Yeah.
ask all of them. We're gonna start asking, then we figure out the city
no.
and the
Yeah.
general region.
Gale,
No, that's
let's
too
just start with the Feywild, and then
Alright.
we'll go from there.
Okay.
Dealer of 8 in that kaleidoscope looking shit in the
Yes.
sky.
That's also a valid question, to be fair.
Yes. Or if any of us have met them personally.
Let's keep those 2 for the next round.
Right.
As long as,
so you want me to?
as long as Rudy doesn't go insane, we can do this again.
Yeah. So
Actually, even if she does go insane, I could Greater Restoration her.
There you go.
Snap out of it.
Connor, we've solved your dealer of 8 puzzle.
Right, it's totally solved and no mysteries left at all about any of it.
So you want me to ask the Feywild?
Aye, go for it.
Are they in the Feywild?
No, he's not in the Feywild.
Okay, we'll see you in a minute.
All right.
He gets yanked back through the portal.
You wonder if,
One more
I wonder if
time.
that's gotta hurt.
Oh, I'm
It
doing it
probably
again.
does.
Feel pain? He's already dead.
That doesn't mean you don't feel anything.
To be
I
fair,
rolled a
we're
6.
assuming he's dead.
Fair enough.
What'd you say,
I
Michelle?
rolled a 16 this time.
16.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Getting bungee corded back and forth
Alright.
between.
Let's start with the one Haru said, if any of us know him
Wait, we have to wait
Directly.
for him to show up.
directly.
Did he show up?
Yeah, Thias steps back out.
I mean, I say have personally met because there is a chance that we have encountered him without recognizing.
Right.
That's fair.
Very good.
So let's start with that,
Have we met the dealer of 8 before?
personally. Okay.
None of you have met him.
Right. I have
Okay.
a good question.
Yes, Gail.
Do they have a very strange beard?
Okay, hold on. Gail,
They-
Mercy's gonna hold on.
Fine.
Don't answer that yet.
I
Gail.
don't know why. That seems very important.
You say that. Can I just say something? You say that out loud, and even Thias turns and goes,
That seemed like a very important
What?
question.
"What are you doing?"
Gail,
What?
how about we ask this once we've gotten to the end of all of this?
All right, that's
That's the
fine.
bonus question.
I kind of want to ask if they have anything to do with sky stuff,
Yeah, that was our next question.
right? That was the one.
Right.
Does the dealer of 8? Yes, Jill.
This is a hypothetical. Can ghosts use the touch paper?
Can
Can ghosts use the touch paper?
Mm,
I'm gonna say this, and I
No.
hate arguing against it.
Okay.
Technically, he is a mental projection.
Got
He's a
it.
mental
Yeah.
projection. 'Cause yeah,
and ghosts are
if he was
incorporeal.
actually there, that'd be very different. But no. In this case, no.
Jill, that was a very good question.
That was a great question. You really made me stop for a second. I was like, oh, fuck.
Ugh.
This could change everything.
Okay. Let's ask.
About the sky.
Does-
Does the dealer of 8 have anything to do with what's occurring in the sky right now?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh. He really wants to tell us that.
He wants to tell us.
Also, I see a
Uh-oh.
poppy. There's a
Aye.
poppy.
Yeah.
It's hard to see.
Oh,
I noticed it a little bit ago.
Get your face away from the microphone, please.
Say hi.
Actually,
She wants
Meow.
to speak.
Closer to the microphone.
She doesn't. She's not very emotive.
Okay,
so.
wait. I'm gonna ask something. I'm gonna ask if the dealer of 8 actually did it.
That's a valid question.
Did the dealer of 8 crack the sky?
Let me double check the responses.
You can do yes, no, maybe, irrelevant, or unclear. The suggested ones.
I think you can. The thing is, specifically, you can only answer with one word.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Clearly, yeah.
Short and vague answer.
No.
There was a question mark at the end of that.
Does the question cancel out a question? Do we get one back?
No.
So no
Put-
but.
no.
Gail,
Hmm.
Gail,
What?
I'm kidding. It's
isn't
great.
your stuff fiendish stuff as well?
What stuff?
The
The stuff that killed like all of your family and friends and everything you ever knew.
I mean, things were involved, but I don't know.
could it be this as well?
What, you think
The
he's a
active
fiend?
question. Is the dealer of 8 a fiend?
No.
Okay, we've got one more left on this one, or two more.
No, one more.
No, one more. Thank you.
One more.
Right.
I mean, we can keep doing this.
Yeah, I know you can. Playing,
I'd rather wait to do it another time.
you're
if
playing
we
20
have-
questions with Thias.
right.
Yeah.
That's like literally what we're doing.
I'm trying to think.
It was more like-
Wait,
So they had.
hold on. I think this is actually a good one. Is he our enemy, guys? Should we ask that?
Yeah, that's.
I was also gonna say, is there a way for us to meet them without, like, I don't know, dying? But we also already said the grave.
Boneyard.
Oh no.
You're good.
I'm fucking stupid.
No, there's a lot of names. You're valid.
You're fair.
So.
Oh.
Yes, Maddie?
Yes, Manny?
I mean, I don't know. I was thinking of the whole, like, if they are a good person, should we trust them?
We could ask if we should trust them.
Could do that.
I mean, we
Okay.
can do this again.
Everyone start writing down questions you would like to ask the ghostman.
I think we should, after this, just go for now. We can come back to this another time.
See if we
We're
can
on this
find
boat
more
for-
information before we ask him again. Yeah.
Okay. Should we trust the dealer of 8?
He is trustworthy.
All right. That's good to know.
That's technically an avoidance.
It
Hey,
is.
real quick, I just had a funny thought for the entire group. Do you think the fun man that we're gonna go try to visit, that's, dealing with all these aspect things, might be involved?
No.
No?
Very
Did cross my mind.
I called Satoshi.
Okay.
I
Just
already asked.
double
They
check.
had no idea what I was talking about.
Okay.
It's a secret.
Well, if they're so useless, then absolutely.
If this guy knows of the dealer of 8,
Hmm.
then the people we need to be asking are people 2,000 years old or older.
I will
Right.
point out something. I probably, by responding in that manner, I did kind of unintentionally hide the lead there. He meant know of, as in he has not spoken to him, but he has seen him.
It's kind of what I got
Yeah,
from that.
I
Okay.
kind of
It
figured.
was alive, or when?
So, alright,
that's
here's what
bad.
we're working on. I'm remembering things and kind of recognizing things. So it seems like if we're not dealing with, he might not be dead, but might be some sort of gatekeeper. So if he's a gatekeeper of some sorts, looking like he was potentially chained there, what if we're working off of something where he knows of the dealer of 8 because the dealer of 8 can move between planes fairly well, right? Then maybe he either broke the sky to send a message, or because he didn't do it, but maybe it was something. Maybe he didn't break it, but something else did that he was involved in. I don't know if I'm going anywhere with this, but
No, it makes sense because we asked if he
Right.
did it, and he said no with the question mark. But that kind of implies, like, he probably knows or was involved in what did break the sky.
Not to mention, when we asked if he had something to do with it, he desperately wanted to say more. You could tell.
Mhm.
Jill, out of this whole thing, did ask a really good question a second ago.
Since
What
the
was that?
sky is all fucked up, can we do like sending on this guy? Or, like, can we talk to him? like,
Sending on Thias?
Yeah, the ghost boy.
none of you tried.
Because then
I'll try it.
Then he could just like bust it open and tell us everything he wanted to say.
In 25 words.
I mean, if it's an invalid target, the spell
doesn't work.
just doesn't
Yeah.
work.
Sure.
So it's not.
Why not?
You're not wasting anything.
I'm wasting a spell slot, but it's fine. I'll try it.
No, like
If-
if it's an invalid
if-
target, it just doesn't happen.
Oh, okay.
Like if you try to
Yeah,
cast Standing on
you
a
don't cast a
rock,
spell.
it's just gonna not work.
Unless it did.
Unless it did, in
It's
which
a
case
mimic.
that rock, man, that rock is special.
Connor! Wait. I mean, I still have to do the thing about the other planes, but I've met him before, so I don't have to roll for that.
No,
I do have to roll for the planes thing.
to make it sure it
I
actually
will.
goes through, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it is
I mean,
it is
we
not
do-
on the material plane. I'll make that clear.
Yeah. I rolled a 1.
Well, that one doesn't go through.
Try
but
again.
I will say it consumes a spell because you can do it.
Okay.
Nice going.
It doesn't go through? I thought if it was under a certain amount, it went through, and if it's over, it doesn't.
No, it's
Because that's how we've been doing it.
is that how
I've been doing it. If we do it, yeah. We've been doing it under. It's 5 times my level.
I don't know how.
Oh, for D100. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes. I thought we were still doing the D20 for
Oh.
some reason.
No.
No, okay, yeah, no. In that case, it passes through. You're fine.
Okay, so.
What do you say?
Theus, you can say more than yes or no now. Do you know the name of the dealer of 8?
No, I don't know its name. I haven't spoken to it. It's here with me. Just one of you people need to get over here.
Someone needs to die.
Okay.
One of you people, meaning not just Gale, any of you.
Huh.
So who wants to die?
So someone needs to die.
I don't want to die again.
We have time on the boat, so we just die up for a little bit. And then we'll take her back.
Not too close to death.
I'm gonna say this, and this is just my opinion. It shouldn't be Gale or Rudy. You both have already died once. It's harder to bring you back.
May I point out something?
I do want to point
Yes,
out
Connor.
because
Wait.
Cody,
sending
shush.
you, that means
Cody,
we can
shush.
Hold on.
get there.
Yes, Connor.
There is one of you here who likes experiencing things and explicitly became immortal because they wanted to experience more things.
Yeah, but also on the flip side, I have established from the beginning that Ro has very strong feelings about coming back being not natural.
But
But
this is the only way you guys can talk to him.
Hold on.
Yes, Chase.
I actually thought I've been thinking ahead. So I bought these things. I bought more drugs. They allowed you to do astral projection. If I can aim it, I might be able to go see him.
I'm sorry.
It would require no dying, but I don't know how these are gonna affect me, so I might be out for a couple of days or
That's
weeks.
fine.
In the place where that's.
I don't really know.
and in case it doesn't work, we can just kill someone. So it's good plan because no one has to die. But
I mean, also, if you don't know how long you're gonna be out, I'm sure the drugs effect can be reversed by Haru's greater restoration.
also very sick trip.
It's gonna be weird.
Gale, I'm gonna ask, do you want us to tie you down?
I don't know if that's a good idea, seeing as I might rock the entire boat when I do.
Okay, I will.
Can he do it?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, can we do it from inside the mansion?
I
So you're
mean,
technically not on the boat, and I can make something show up that will hold you down real good.
so here's my thought. So the sending worked because the sky is broken. Does your mansion thing have the same broken sky bridge?
I can leave the door open.
I don't know how these work, Rudy. I'm just saying, I know I can get there from here
Yeah.
if I aim it. I'm thinking.
Is there a sky
My
in
mum
the
did things
magnificent
with astral projection and stuff. I probably can figure it out once I'm there. I'm thinking.
Can somebody cast water breathing just in case we have to do it on the boat and Gale walks off the boat?
Cover our bases.
This is going to get weird.
Don't worry, I'm going to follow Gale personally.
Right.
I will tell you guys as Connor, I know for a fact the Magnificent Mansion is an extra-dimensional area. It does not show the broken sky like everything else because it's technically it's like a pocket dimension essentially.
Okay.
Alright, so then that's not gonna work. Okay.
Well,
I will-
you said that, but there is something that you can roll with Arcana to know a little bit about pocket dimensions.
I will do that. 23.
23. Okay, cool. Pocket dimensions are innately related to the astral sea or the astral plane in some way. Now, Gale, in a true moment of brilliance, has kind of stumbled onto something that theoretically could work. Because if it's an actual astral projection, then his soul is going to be shunted into the astral sea. And he's gambling on one thing and one thing only, and that is that wherever Thias is actually a part of the astral sea. And if it is, he theoretically could do that. But there is innately also one issue with it. The astral sea doesn't have... It's dangerous as hell, and movement there is very different from, say, normal movement.
Gale?
So the best person to go into the astral sea might be someone with some kind of a mental stat that is particularly strong.
No.
Hold on. Gale?
Oh no!
Gale,
Hmm.
do you have enough drugs for more than one person?
No, I got 2 of those.
You got 2. That's it. But not like as many as you were asking for, because I know
No,
you were
no.
asking for.
No, I'm asking literally for 2 people.
Oh, okay.
I want to send in a team of 2. I'm not sending in the whole team. We're on a ship. Someone's gonna fucking die if we all go.
All of us go to the astral sea right now.
I think Gale and Woody should go. They know, unfortunately, it better than the rest of us.
Look, on the bright side, we don't have to die to do it.
Yeah.
What happens if your soul dies in the astral sea?
Meh, probably did anyway.
Okay.
Comatose,
Okay.
maybe?
Dead.
Dead.
No,
Just
dead.
dead?
Dead.
Okay.
Dead.
If you're
Dead. Dead.
again, this is not planar knowledge, so the 23 will apply. If your cord is cut when you're in the astral sea, you're dead. No saves, no rolls, no nothing. You're dead.
Gale?
Would Death Ward?
Sorry,
Bro
guys,
powder.
Sorry, I
It's okay,
can't
buddy,
help
it's
the dog
okay.
because
No,
when I snap her
We're
for
building
like,
it into the game
moment.
front. Mercy's just kind of shoving powder behind her because she does have the dog book of opening the dog book of summoning
Yeah.
open.
if I turn away from her for a second, she's like starts whining and stuff. But would Death Ward potentially prevent the cord from being severed
no.
once?
No.
This is a
Different.
completely different set of rules.
Gale?
The astral plane and the material plane are not the same in any way. So
True, but Death Ward specifies like effects that would instantly
No.
kill you.
I am
not
telling you in
necessarily-
this case, no.
It protects
Um,
the body, not the
The spirit,
cord.
the soul.
So
To
I'll
your
tell you
soul.
this, guys. Whoever you send in there, they move better with a higher mental stat. Intelligence, wisdom, charisma. Those are considered mental stats.
Okay,
Is it
so
just one, or is it like does a combination
Just one, you choose
of
it.
decent? Okay.
we have what? 2 people with.
What's Gale's wisdom?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Outside of game, it's a 14. It's a +2.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm sorry in advance. Maddie has a 20 charisma, doesn't she?
Same,
Rudy
though.
also has a 20 intelligence.
I do.
So
Haru's also 20 charisma.
That's a Mercy nor Ro have full out 20s, so I think that puts the two of us. But Gale also does have higher wisdom, and I feel like Gale needs to be one of the people to go.
Is Jill nervous standing?
No, Jill went to go get food.
Okay. All I'm seeing is a black thing on the right-hand corner of the screen, and it
does
looks
look
like a
Jill was-
sleeve. Okay.
Jill came back into the room and it did look like Jill was hiding.
Yeah,
back
see,
there
it
the
looked
whole
like a
time.
sleeve.
They thought you were hiding.
Yeah. Because I saw you wearing like a black hoodie, and I saw the black thing on the side. I was like, is Jill just like standing stock still on the side?
Now I get food.
So yeah.
So, I agree it should be Gale. And it's either gonna be me or Maddie.
Or Haru.
Or Haru. How about this? The secondary stat of the three of you. That's another mental skill. What's your second highest?
13.
13.
Let me check.
I know this answer.
What was?
What's your second?
Charisma.
What is your second highest mental stat?
Charisma,
My
wisdom.
second?
Your,
It's
Tell me.
wisdom.
what's your
what is
wisdom?
Which is.
It's an 18.
Yeah, I think Maddie's going with Gale if Maddie's okay with that.
Yep.
I knew the
Totally fine
answer.
with that.
You don't have to. if
That's
you
why I
don't
said if
want
you want to.
I have
Look,
another question.
look.
Sorry,
sorry.
it was just
You're
if
good.
they die by their cord being severed, will Revivify work?
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Oh, it will?
Because ultimately, Revivify is still just dragging a soul back. That's what all resurrection
Yeah.
spells are.
I figure it was like
Um,
50.
Just with a little bit of a change, raise dead and resurrection, true resurrection, stuff like that. Those also bring back bits of the body, but they're all
Yeah,
ultimately
yeah.
just going, soul, come here.
Actually,
I'm gonna.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, if that's the case, then it is probably best that Rudy goes.
I remember I have a spell stone with Revivify in it, and I believe Haru also has it. So
Haru does
we
have
do
it.
have
Yes.
2 spells. If Maddie
Okay.
goes, we have enough for both of them.
Well,
Does Maddie
will-
want to go?
I will say, like, how would you describe in terms of movement in the astral plane? Like, is it sort of like
It is your highest mental stat times 5.
God.
Is knowledge of the arcane essential for
No.
being
Not
there?
really. It would certainly make things better.
well,
But
this is
not
my
essential.
reasoning for why I think Haru should stay behind, and I think it's a valid one. We don't know if they're dead unless we see them, like, stop breathing, and you have the best medicine oils.
Actually, not even that. Haru,
Life sense.
there you go.
Life sense.
Haru is the best case for us to know if they die, so we know to pull them
Yeah.
back immediately.
I'm gonna say something. I don't think we should do this right now.
Right.
That's why.
Why not? Or
In case something
We might
bad
need more
happens.
information.
We have
Shut up,
Revivify.
Connor.
God.
what if something
up.
bad happens? It either happens now or in a month.
What's the difference gonna be?
We're on a boat for like a few more weeks.
Okay.
Like,
That's fine.
Remember how
Worst case
tired you
scenario,
were
you
for a few
die.
days after you died.
That's true.
do
That's
you want to wait until we're in Cronona and we can hire
No,
blackjack
probably
and
not.
hookers to like distract?
Idea. What the hell?
What does fishing have to do with this?
You gotta get out.
Right.
Okay.
Confused. I
That's
don't
not what it's saying
understand.
right now.
So Gale and Maddie go.
If
Maddie
Maddie, wants
wants
to go. She
to.
hasn't
Maddie.
said yes or no yet.
Matt,
Oh, that's
We
true.
don't want to pressure you into it.
Yeah,
It's
no.
just-
Sorry.
would you want to go? If not, I understand. This is
It's just. Oh, it's
not
just.
great.
I'm scared, Gil. For your sake.
My sake, why?
Because I'm worried you might die.
Again, I've died before. I got at least go see him.
I'll do it.
All right.
Okay.
Rudy, I want
This
you to
is
do
gonna get
something
weird.
important. I want you to send him a message again and tell him we're sending people now. That way he knows to be on the watch.
Okay, I'll do that. Hold on. Nope. Yes. First, I waste a spell slot. It doesn't go through the first time I do it. I should mark that. I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? We're sending people to you. One you know, one you don't. Be on the lookout, please.
You've got it.
We go on break before we do it.
Yes.
I want a snack.
That's where Jill went. We went.
Sorry, no, it's cool. Like, I was expecting a break a little bit, and then y'all had some pretty great ideas, and I was like, well, I can't stop us now.
Mm-hmm.
We're just gonna get to Cronona later. It's fine.
Fucking Jill, god damn it, dude, your sending idea really did throw a wrench in everything. I was like, if they figured that part out.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, in that case, we're gonna go on break. We'll be back in about probably 10 minutes. Stick around to find out what happens next. We are back.
You all have converged back to the mansion. And Edward, I'm assuming you have some place where Maddie and Gale are going to be able to do this, correct?
Mm-hmm. She'll set up a room for them.
Okay. Inside of the room, there are 2 chairs. Both available for you guys, both comfortable. One is Gale-sized and properly reinforced, and one is Maddie-sized and not reinforced because it doesn't need it to be. What are you guys gonna do?
Gonna sit down. Gonna hand one dose of this to Maddie.
Okay.
All right.
I'll send messages to you when I can.
All right.
Make sure you're okay.
Sounds good. Right. About the only things I actually remember, from what my mum used to do. She'd always tell me, remember your goal. Stick to that. And then when that's done, just think about home. Right?
Alright.
We're not gonna go adventuring, seeing sights or nothing like that. She said it was dangerous, so it's dangerous. We're gonna see this dealer at 8. Gonna talk to him, figure out what is that so important about me meeting with him and my fate and whatnot. And then we're coming right back.
Sounds good, Gil.
Alright. And if something happens to me in there, you just come back. Right? Go right back.
Right.
Because I'll need to be brought back anyway. So I'll have the time to see him anyway. Right?
Alright.
Right. Now heads up, it's gonna get a little weird, so just be ready.
Before she eats the thing, she kind of like looks over at Dea, and then like a worried expression. You know.
Don't worry. I'm gonna be right by your side throughout this whole thing, okay? I'm not gonna leave you.
Okay.
And she's like kind of crouching or standing next to the chair, depending on how high it is.
Alright, here we go. And Gil's just gonna toss him back.
Okay. Maddie,
Yeah, I'll do as well. So.
2 Constitution saving throws, please.
Okay. Is it a save or it's a?
It is a save.
Okay. I don't know what to click on here. is on the
Let me see.
saving throw? Oh, ability modifier. Okay. Sorry, it was so confusing with this layout.
No, I get it. I get it.
That's a 12. That's a 15.
Okay.
All right. I got a 15 on the die plus. For Constitution save plus 5, so a total of 20 for Gale.
If
20?
I was about to say, if they're near me, Mercy's also starting near them, so they get my +4, both of them.
That's fair. Okay. What was your second one, Jace?
It's a 15 plus 5.
15
I
plus
don't-
5, and then you did roll twice, right?
Oh no, let me roll twice.
Yeah, 2 rolls.
Oh, okay. That's a 14. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 19 plus mercy. Okay.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, then both of you take the drug, and you sit back for a second or two, and almost immediately, everybody else, you watch as both of them twitch twice, seize, and then their eyes close, and their heads drop back, and they don't move. Gale and Maddie, you two both feel yourselves inside of your bodies, in your seats. You're able to pull yourselves out of your bodies. And you guys watch as there's a silver thread coming from the center of your chest to your bodies on those chairs.
All right. There we go.
So I just follow Gale.
What are you guys going to do where you are right now? You're inside of the mansion.
Well, the goal is, I'm thinking of the place I was before. So,
Okay.
that's the only thing in my mind is where I've been before,
Okay.
where I met him.
Okay. Maddie, what are you going to do?
I'm just, following suit with Gale, mostly. So
Okay.
just keeping an eye out.
Okay.
Mhm.
Gale, I'm going to have you please make me a wisdom throw.
All right.
Not saving throw, but like check.
Wisdom check. That's a natural 20 on the die. Plus.
Nice.
Fucking brilliant.
Plus 2, so 22.
Okay,
Wisdom
so there's
check.
no way for Maddie to outpace you because you have to lead. Maddie, you follow behind Gale as he begins to make his way out towards the door of the mansion. And as you do, Gale, you pull open the door, and in front of the door, instead of seeing the way out of the mansion, you see nothingness. A pure white, endless stretching void that goes in front of you all. And you both step through, and as you do so, you find that you are making your way through an area that has almost vaguely mist-like apparitions that float past you all. Some look somewhat humanoid, others serpentine, animal-like. Periodically, you note these odd little pools of liquid that are floating nearby, all in all sorts of colors: silver, magenta, bright blues, deep greens, brilliant golds, all going to God knows where. But Gale, you set your sights on where you need to go, and you begin making your way forward, simply forward through the astral sea. I would like 2 perception checks from each of you. Not 2, but just 1 perception check.
I'll have Gale do that.
Okay, Gale, you roll with advantage on.
Okay. That's gonna be better then. It's a natural 20 because of advantage.
Another natural 20.
Yep.
Nice.
Plus 9 for total 29.
Okay, good. You have Maddie begin to aid you with keeping an eye out, while trying to keep your head set towards that one direction, to that one place. You are continuing to keep your head on a swivel as you do recognize the danger of this location. Off in the distance, you watch as a section of the area around you ripples slightly, and drifting out past it is this small, almost like a long ship, painted yellow with sails and wings off of it, and it begins to drift off in a different direction. But you see it, and you note it, and you realize there is some danger here. There's some real danger here. You continue heading forward deeper and deeper into the sea. And after some time, you don't know how much, something begins to make its way into the distance, and you can just barely start to see it. Like a collection of spheres, all clustered together, some larger, some smaller, some tremendous, some minuscule. And in some cases, you'll see some of them just pop out of existence. And you begin closing in faster and faster and faster. As even with Gale's comparatively low mental score, you still are moving quite quick. Because it's 14 times 5, so you're moving 70 feet per second, 70 feet per round. And you find yourselves on the outskirts of what you can best describe as almost like some kind of a palace that's made entirely out of these somewhat reflective crystalline spheres that just kind of have this prismatic glow and gloss to them. It almost has a structure to it, and then it loses that structure and changes again as it begins to move and twist.
Interesting. Do I recognize this as the place?
You feel like this is it.
Okay.
You just got to get in.
All right. So we go get in here. I'm thinking, this is where this is. This is where I win.
So this is where you ended up.
Aye, this is where I ended up. Right. So we go get in here. How are we thinking we're going to get in here?
I mean, through the door?
There is no door, I'll point out.
There is no door.
No.
Okay.
Is there anything we can knock on?
No. No. It is
Right.
It is more or less just a mass of almost like bubbles, really.
Alright. Do we just jump into a bubble? Should we just jump in?
I guess.
Right.
I'll stick by you, Gil.
Gail's gonna reach down and grab Maddie's hand. Alright. Here we go. And we're gonna wade into the bubble that feels... that Gail's feeling. Thinking about this and where he's been.
Okay. Well, I'll have one of you make the roll with the mental score that you're using to navigate.
Do you want to do
I'm
it, or...?
gonna help Maddie on this one.
Okay, in that case, Maddie, you can make a charisma roll with advantage.
A charisma, so is it like a check, or is it a save?
A check.
Okay. With advantage.
Yep.
Ability check.
Yep.
19. And then with advantage?
Yeah, so what you do is you hover over the little thing that appeared in the text box, and you should be able to click a plus.
Okay.
Okay, so a 19 or an 18, either way.
Yeah.
Also, hey Jace, this is completely beside the point. Heavy one-handed weapon. What do you think of that as a DM?
I mean, they're pretty cool.
I know, but like, any heavy weapon has a two-handed feature, right?
Yeah.
So
You would have to be size.
yeah,
large.
exactly. It'd have to be a large-sized weapon.
Yeah. It would.
And even then, a medium-sized creature has to hold it with two hands.
Yeah. I mean, you could do it one-handed, but it would potentially like cut movement or the amount of like attacks per turn.
Yeah.
Well, if you're doing it one-handed, I think technically rules as written, all attacks are at disadvantage with it. It's the same as using something you're not proficient with.
So yeah, I was Jason's having a player that's asking for a one-handed heavy weapon, and I'm just like, that's not a thing.
Can. It's not
You
a good
can.
idea.
You guys, Maddie, you dive into the bubble with Gale following suit, and as you do, you find yourself into something completely different. You find yourselves inside of an area that is whipping around and rippling with sand and dust. You see that ahead there is what looks like almost like a mess of cacti and other various bits of material, and you see that there's a single individual there who's just kind of like, they have like a pouch with them and a small, almost like a machete or something like that, and they're just kind of like chopping off bits of like fruit from the various cacti, and they seem kind of content here. They look like they're just kind of doing their now.
All right. Interesting.
I mean, should we just head over and talk to them?
I mean, we can. And normally we're supposed to just go for a goal, but I mean, we can give it a shot. I mean, if you want to.
I don't know, Gale. It's just they probably know where we're at. I'm not entirely sure how the astral plane works.
Sure. You about know as much as I do. Sure. Let's go ask him if this is the in between.
Okay.
Right,
You make your way up to this individual, who looks to be pretty contentedly just kind of going about their business. And what do you do? Right now, they don't look like they've noticed you. By the way, you're back to walking normally here.
Right. Right. Actually, before we go talk to him, Gail's gonna kind of take a look around. Does this look and feel like the place that he was before? Because Gail did some exploring.
It feels like the place, yes, but it feels different from your place.
Right.
Do you understand what I mean?
Aye. Because they were all a bit custom. Right. Excuse me, friend.
What?
Apologies.
How did you get here?
Very carefully. We're looking for someone named Theus. Dark hair, bit scrawny. Was directing people before. Blue eyes, darker skin.
Yes, I've met him. I met him when I first arrived.
Right.
It was some time ago. I have been here for... I do not know how long I've been here.
Better not to think about that part of it. Do you have a vague direction you could point us in?
No, Thais told me that it is possible to go where I wish, so I could bring you to him if you so wish.
That'd be greatly helpful if you don't mind.
He'll kind of like close his eyes and starts focusing slightly. It looks like he really does, but it does like strain quite a bit because this is not his thing. And the vision changes slightly, and you're suddenly in front of what looks like almost like a desert city. Beautiful buildings with multiple colors on them, painted all colors of the rainbow: blues, greens, reds, oranges, yellows, pinks, stand out in the distance, while off further away from the city itself are slums, all made of various materials, typically brick, clay of some sort. And there, you see that Thias is kind of just like leaning against a wall, kind of tapping his fingers slightly. And he kind of looks back up and goes, "There you are."
Sorry.
No, it's all right.
Trip.
It is. I didn't expect you to get over here without croaking. Or at least not without one of you croaking.
We got a bit creative. This is my friend Maddie. Maddie. This is Theus.
There. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thais, nice to meet you as well. I will say, hope you don't have to come back here by normal means, but eventually, all of you will. So, I don't need you here anymore. Lamesh, you can go. You're fine. There are just some visitors who are here to Popeye. And he's addressing the cactus farmer, and the farmer goes, very well. They kind of like does like
Thank
a
you.
half bow and then moves away.
Thank you, friend.
Oh.
What? So,
So, dealer of 8.
yeah. He's
Also, it's
decided
been
to
a
wait
bit.
for.
Also, it's been a bit.
Has been a bit. Still been waiting here, but haven't had to see any of your lot kicking about.
Trust me, I know.
Well,
Alright.
I figured he was going to be waiting for someone like you all to be coming by. You guys can go see him and talk to him. He won't really speak much with me.
Alright.
I can't help him. There's no reason for him to talk to me.
Oh, it's alright. It's alright, no worries. I'll just put it plainly. Frosma told me that this is where my fate is, so apparently I'm supposed to do the talking anyway.
Kind of purses his lips a bit. And he looks at you, Gale, and goes, I don't think she meant you. I think she meant all of you. Not just you and your friends, but everything.
Well, that makes me feel a bit better, not gonna lie. Alright.
Thias effortlessly changes the environment, and you find yourselves at the top of a mountain. Cold air rushes around you all, and a faint snow dusts the surface of the mountain itself, and you see, off in the distance, an individual. He's near the very cliff's edge, and he's just kind of looking out. And as you turn about, Thias is gone. He's disappeared completely. You guys begin making your way closer to the individual you assume to be the dealer of 8, and you notice they don't look human. They don't look mortal. Standing in front of you is an individual, you can check the journals listing now, who is almost a black obsidian of skin, and there's a stump where his neck would be, and hovering above it, in place of a head, is an octagonal box. He is completely nude, no clothing at all, and you see that on the top of the box there are these inscriptions of various materials: copper, gold, platinum, silver. And he is still just looking out over the cliff.
That's a nice view.
It's a lovely view. It really is.
Reminds me a bit of home, personally.
I can understand that.
Got a message. Something about talking to a dealer of 8. Is that you?
It turns to regard you, and there are no eyes on him. There is no mouth. It simply turns to look at you. Well, it's good to see that the welcoming party's come out to give me an invitation.
Fear no soy, apparently, a heck of a welcoming party. It was rather loud. So,
Gale,
aye,
your passive perception is 20.
aye.
Even without your divine sense active, you smell something so very different coming from this individual.
Right.
It is not fiend, it is not celestial. But you can
Okay.
smell it without even properly tuning into the ability.
Right. So, heard you're from elsewhere. Where is elsewhere?
I couldn't tell you anymore, to be honest. Couldn't even tell you the name if I wanted. But, tell you, it's certainly not this reality.
Oh, alright. Interesting. So, do you need help, or are you here to tell us something?
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to need a little bit of help from you all. To be honest, I think I'm going to need you to help me get out of here.
Alright.
You know, spring the lock.
The lock. Like the lock holding of a god's back.
No.
Oh, okay.
They can't come in here. It's part of the reason why I'm here. Part of the reason why we are here.
We.
The other ones aren't here either. They've probably found their own ways in as well. I got here. I got stuck here, unfortunately. So I'm gonna need you to help me out.
Right. Who are the other ones?
Oh, well, I'm sure they've got their own names they want to go by now, so I can't really tell you theirs. But,
Does one of them like wearing a lot of yellow?
Who? No.
Oh.
None of them wear yellow, to my knowledge.
Oh, okay. Sorry, we're dealing
It's
with
a-
somebody who wears a lot of yellow and that's their thing, so we just wanted to
No.
make sure.
No. We all came here because we had the opportunity. I saw it as free real estate. You could say.
See that? I guess. Just so like a vacation or.
No. It'll be my new home. It'll be our new home.
Right.
After all, there's no sense in leaving a world without gods. You're gonna need someone to step in.
Oh, right. Okay. So why would we help spring the law?
I can help you. Why wouldn't you want to? Why wouldn't you want to make a good deal with someone like me? I apologize. I suppose I really should give you my my new name. Call me Marks. Marks.
Right.
the
Right.
guy-
Let me make a mental note of that. Mercs. Okay. So, Mercs. What makes you better than the other gods that got themselves locked up?
I can be here. We can be here. Not terribly long, Michelle.
Right. So, the other gods got themselves locked up. One of them sent us to help you. What makes you better than the other ones, other than being here? The other ones are known. You're not.
This is true. I think it's just a matter of presence. It's a different kind of thing, you know? You can only do so much through a couple of panes of glass. But if you're there, inside of a room, it's very different.
True.
I understand your trepidation about me. It's understandable. I'm some naked guy standing in front of you that you've never met before. It's entirely weird.
The
But at
naked
the same
part
time-
isn't that weird, to be honest.
By the way, I do apologize, miss. I just can't do much here. So I apologize for the eyeful. He says to you, Maddie.
It's fine. I seen Gil done it before.
I can understand your trepidation and your worry, but still, it's just a matter of making someone be there. I noticed that no one was with all of you, so I made the deal. And here I am. Well, here we are, but they're not here. You get it.
Who did you make the deal with?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. All I know is that there had to be something I gave up so that I could get me and mine over here. I don't know who I made it with. I couldn't. Well, I know what I gave up, but I can't say it anymore. So what's the point?
Hmm. Well, I can tell you. Be hesitant. Inviting in some sort of new god. Wasn't even sure we were gonna try and help the other gods. But if you can help people, at least willing to hear you out.
I can help anybody. If they're willing to make a deal first. I think this deal's pretty good. You get me to give you one good favor, whatever you want, I'll help you. No problem. You just gotta get me out of here.
Alright. How is it we get you out of here?
How do you pull any corpse out of here? Gotta resurrect me. I'm not dead, mind you. It's just how this place works.
How are we supposed to do that without a body?
You got me there.
Problem
You at
is-
least have my name. That can help. But you're right. That's gonna make things a hell of a lot tougher.
Hmm. Alright. Alright. Getting you out of here in exchange for favor.
And you
Body
can
weight.
name it whenever. I'm not putting a time limit on this thing.
That's
Just
good,
tell me
that's
when
good.
you want me. I'll help you.
That's good.
Hell, I'll even sweeten the deal a little bit. I've got some tricks up my sleeve, but they don't really work here. You get it? Once I get over there, I can make it work.
Alright. What are you thinking, Maddie?
Yeah. I trust him.
Hey, very kind of you, man. Hold on, I gotta make sure that we officiate this deal. And he pulls his head off, opens it up, and digs into it. You find that he pulls out a little piece of paper and a pen. He starts kind of writing on the top of his head, using the pad, like using the head as like a drawing stand.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually, he provides you what is essentially a contract, a confirmation that if you let him out through the use of a true resurrection, you will have one favor from him, whatever you want. He'll do it.
Alright. Consider it a deal.
He holds his hand out.
Yeah, I'll take his hand.
He'll shake your hand.
Alright.
And you see that he actually signs on the contract as Marks, the dealer of 8.
Alright. If Gale needs to sign, he will.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can sign as well.
Gale will sign. In probably a script that Maddie can't read because it'll just be
It's
a
giant.
couple symbols. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just giant. Yeah. All right.
Well,
Well,
if you got any questions for me, I'm sure I can field a few. But aside from that, y'all might want to try and scoot on home.
we're working on a bit of a time crunch,
Mm.
at least with this part. Just as a quick aside,
Mm.
you don't have anything against the other gods that used to be here, right?
No,
No.
I've never even met them.
Fair.
Can't hate
Fair.
someone you never met.
No, true.
Also-
very true.
Can't hate someone you can't really meet. It's not exactly like I'm going to be rubbing shoulders with them at any point. Once I'm in, I'm on that material plane, baby, and that's where I'm going to be staying. Thank you very much.
True. True. All right. Well, good to know. And Matt, did you have any questions?
Like I said, I'll answer whatever you want from me. Whatever I can.
Do you know anything about why the sky cracked in the first place?
If he could grimace, he would. You get a general aura of a man who's kind of going, uh-oh. Here's the part I wasn't hoping for. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
witnessed that whole thing, so
That wasn't me, but it certainly was one of mine, if you catch my drift. I didn't want that to happen, but I've got a feeling that they were a bit too forceful with their entry. You know? It won't damage anything. It should be fine, and I'm sure if they're feeling good, they'll fix it, but they might not. Sorry. All right, I'm sorry. I didn't think they were gonna do that part.
do you have any idea who did it?
Yeah.
Who?
The sun and the moon, essentially.
As one or separate?
Two separate.
Two. So
Well,
sun and moon did
Four,
it.
technically.
Right.
Don't worry about it. If you bump into them, you'll know.
So it's
Again, didn't
Right.
mean for that.
That's right. I don't think you actually hurt anything. They scared some people, but I don't think you actually hurt anything. Actually, it made it easier to talk between planes, which has made it easier for us, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Didn't mean for that one.
That's right. So there are a few of you. So there's
a lot.
Sun and moon. Are there any that we should be particularly wary of if we run into them?
Only for sailing.
Good. Who would those be?
We called him the ruptured ballast.
All right. Ruptured ballast. What do they do?
God of sinking ships. God of the
Good.
bottom, the depth. Hey. He only wants you to give him his due, you know?
Right. That's probably not a problem. Is there anything we should look out for that they're known for?
Sinking a ship.
I mean, I figured that wouldn't. It's in the name.
There are a few other things, technically. I mean, if he's feeling amicable, he'll test you.
With what?
See if you don't treat him like shit when he walks on your boat.
Good to know. Good to know. Be friendly.
Look, I
mental
can't
notes.
spoil it for you, man. It's how he works, and if I ruin the surprise, he'll get pissed at me, and I don't want to deal with that, you know?
No, I understand. Just trying to may or may not currently be on a boat headed somewhere for a while, trying to avoid. Look, if I've learned anything, knowing can keep you from dying, and if we're gonna help you, the dying part can become a bit of an issue with that whole thing. So trying to avoid that.
You got a few you probably should be a little not wary around, but like cautious. I think we can all be a little eccentric in our own ways, you know? Everybody can be.
Fair.
That's how people are. That's how we all are.
Got it. Actually, I'm thinking of something. You're talking about the depths in Solid Moon and your Mars.
Hmm.
Do you know anything about any aspects of humanity?
What the hell are you talking about?
That's alright. Don't worry about it. Other big knowledge things, I'm just trying to see if you know anything. Haven't run into someone of your power before, personally. Again,
That's not surprising.
talking through glass.
Sounds like yours really fucking screwed the pooch on that one, didn't they? Huh?
Oh boy, did they. Still
Hey.
debating.
What you can do about that?
Still debating whether we're even gonna help them or not. Again, how are you gonna get caught in your own trap?
Don't look
Really?
at me.
It's confusing. Have you ever been to the Feywild?
Who?
Right. Have you ever had a donut?
Yeah, of course. They've got it all the time over where I am.
On where? Where you're from, you said?
Yeah,
On the
from where
plane?
I'm from.
Oh, alright.
Plane?
You-
No, it's not a plane.
Oh, not a plane. Reality, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I'll
You
put
want
it
a
this
donut.
way. Look, I'll put it this way. And he kind of
Mhm.
puts a hand on your shoulder. You have your own reality. I had my own as well. We all did. I'm not there anymore. Now I'm in yours.
Okay.
Any questions from you two?
I think I'm about all out of questions.
I'm done. I don't have any
Mm.
other questions.
Right.
Good to hear. Well, hey,
Actually, one more. So, this all happened Did you come here really lately? Is it like a recent thing? Have you been here? Some of you been here for a bit?
it varies, really. I opened the way for most of us, but I think a few of us probably managed to find a way to squirrel on in.
Right. Maddie, Haru got weird powers, right?
Yeah.
Is one of yours known for giving out weird, interesting powers and stuff? Dancing in dreams and things?
Now, without asking for you to do some stuff for them.
Right. Who would that be?
Oh, boy.
Just out of the curiosity that it might have happened to somebody that we know.
Well, let me double check. Yeah. That'd probably be One Eye.
One Eye. Right.
The Determinist, the Orchestrator.
Those are really big words.
Yeah. Unless someone's been telling him to do things, probably not them.
Right. Okay. Just curious. It's like an option thing. Trying to help out all my friends. You can understand. Cool. So he asks people to do things. I'll ask my friend who may or may not have had that sort of thing happen to him about that. Okay. Cool. I think that's all I have.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
But yeah, get me the fuck out of here. I'd love it.
We'll do our best.
Seriously, I really would appreciate it quite a bit, you know?
I can understand that. Well, again, we'll definitely do our best. I guess we'll
Okay.
be seeing
Thank
you
you.
when we get this done.
I know. Oh, right. That reminds me. Tell your whoever you work with, tell him not to kill the streaker, all right? I'm not doing this on purpose. I don't have a choice.
The streaker.
Me, I'm naked.
Oh, got it.
Get some clothes. Please.
All right.
Like just some pants, anything else. I can work without anything else.
Got it. We'll get those for you as well. Don't worry.
Thank you.
All right.
Let's just call that one a favor for everybody else.
Sure. We'll do that. All right. Getting your clothes, making mental note to that. Maddie, what do you say we get back?
Yeah.
All right.
Don't get in booty shorts.
Right then. We'll be seeing you.
I'm sure you will.
All right. And Gail turn around and start essentially following the cord.
And you all go back to your bodies. A little less than an hour's passed, you all. Gail and Maddie have been sitting there basically unconscious the entire time. What have you guys been doing?
I will say Rudy probably like every 15 minutes would have done ascending.
Yeah, and Gail, you give a response back like, I'm okay. Yeah.
Hi.
Okay.
Watching them, making sure they don't go into like cardiac arrest or become
Yeah.
unresponsive entirely. or
Yeah,
stuff
live
like
sensor
that.
showing that they're okay.
I know Haru's everything has just been like basically holding on to Maddie's wrist, like measuring her pulse the whole time.
Mercy and Ro.
Mercy's pacing beside Gale, arms
Got it.
crossed.
We're in the captain's quarters, right?
Yeah.
She's sitting on the bed.
Well, actually, you're in the mansion.
No,
The mansion.
you're in the mansion.
Okay. Rose underneath some sort of coffee table somewhere, carving into the bottom of it out of pure ass fucking boredom. Just like, we've been staring at these guys for an hour. They're alive. They'll be back in a few minutes.
Does the table automatically repair itself, you think?
That's up to Michelle.
She'll
If
leave
she
it.
doesn't know about
actually.
the changes,
She'll leave it.
Just a big old dick underneath that table.
That's fine. She'll leave it.
Maddie and Gail, you two return to your bodies and return to consciousness.
Oh, okay. Oh.
I don't feel so good.
Oh. Oh, why am I all stiff?
So, how'd that go, guys?
Did you find him?
Aye. What did you
And?
think of him, Maddie?
He's weird, but he doesn't give me any bad vibes, that's for sure.
True.
Who?
So he's a god of sorts. The dealer of 8 is known as Merx. Is the god of exchange.
You okay? What? You met the dealer of 8. 2, he's a god.
Aye, from a different reality. Not a plane,
Wait, what?
different reality.
For sure.
Entirely.
Do you think they
Aye.
tripped too hard?
No, we went all the way there. So the whole thing isn't just for me, it's for all of us. So there are a few of these gods that came here because there weren't gods here already. And they went to a couple different places. By the way, the sun and moon, there's 4 of them? I didn't get the whole picture. It was very confusing and my brain was about to pop. They were the ones who broke the sky. So they're somewhere and they could probably fix it. But there's a deal with this Mercs where if we get him out of there, the in-between, then we get one favor. He'll do anything for us. What must I say?
Why?
He just wants out because he can't do anything where he's at,
Ew.
so he wants to be here.
I thought you didn't like gods.
I don't.
You want to
he's
help
not really
one now?
God. He's not really
He's
good.
You called him out. He's
Yeah.
going to be a god of this world, and you want. We don't even know him. Do we have to? Do we need to make that decision for the entire world?
We also don't have to do it. It's not like we have to do it or somebody dies.
Gale,
What?
you made a deal with him, correct?
I did. If I get him out of there, we get a favor.
I understood that part. Let me
Alright.
get to my next part. Was it written down?
Aye.
Do you have a copy of what you signed?
In your hand, you feel a piece of paper.
Can I see that?
Sure. There you
She's
go.
going to take it, hand it to Rudy, and go, make sure there's no loopholes in that. Make sure he didn't put something in there that's gonna fuck us.
I will read it.
That'd be
over.
investigation.
Okay.
What? Do you,
So
yes, Jill. You look like you're
it's
about
only
to say
the people
something.
who signed.
Okay. I see you jittering.
You know. I don't even have limbs.
I will point out. Yeah.
15 on the die plus 10 is gonna be a 25.
You see that the only loophole you can see would be one that says that he is not beholden to uphold any favors that would harm him,
Okay.
or harm him or another one of his, e.g., the other gods that he brought with him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only loophole. He won't let you hurt him.
Fair enough.
So she'll just say, yeah, he won't do anything that hurts him, but it doesn't. I get what I think you're coming from the place if we don't do anything, nothing bad happens to us.
That's it exactly. There's no time limit.
Yeah.
It's not like
There's no time
if
limit.
Gale doesn't do this, he's going to have Gale's soul. It's just
Look,
Okay.
I think it's a valid concern to want to check that.
No, I understand, but yeah.
Didn't get any bad vibes from him or anything.
Why do you want to help him then?
I don't even know that I want to help him.
Okay.
I don't even know if I want to help the other gods.
We had to check
But-
that.
True. But here's the thing. There are people right now that believe in the gods that aren't here anymore. There are people that are taking advantage of them not being here to actually take down the people that are using their name and power incorrectly for bad things.
Mercy, your mind immediately is cast to that of Rory. one of the gods you are reading through, and you realize nowhere in Aurori's books does it promote forcefully achieving perfection.
I'm aware
Nowhere,
of that.
nowhere does it say anything about killing people for the, pursuit of
That's not
perfection.
that's not the gods' fault. It's the people's fault.
True. It is, but there are gods, and people are using the names of gods to take what they want. If they're actual gods, then something could actually happen.
It's not necessarily a good thing.
Again, it's an option. We have other options now. I'm not saying we do it or don't do it. It's an option.
Yes, Mercy.
These are not gods, at least not yet. God is simply a supernatural being of great power, whom people respect sacred.
True.
Mercy?
Yes, Mercy.
I had a thought to add to this, which is just this is gonna sound rude. Why are they coming to ours? I don't want because their realm's gone or anything like that. There has to be a specific reason why, if there are other realities like you're implying, that they picked ours, and what happened to those. In my opinion, until we know that, we don't touch this.
He doesn't know. He made a deal. Well, he probably knows.
He made a
But-
deal not to know the name of where he came from.
Right. So he knows that. It seems like it's either not there, or he's not gonna ever go back.
That doesn't matter for what I just said, because why did he leave?
That's the thing. I agree with Mercy. We don't do anything about this until we have all of
If
that.
he left just because he was tired of it and he knew he could make a better change somewhere else, great. We can have an actual conversation about bringing him and the others over. But if he left because he did something fucked over there, I'm not pulling someone else over here. Yeah, Aurora's being used in a harsh name in Procretia. That's gonna happen even if the gods were still on our plane, because they could go deal with it. But humans are conniving. Gods can be killed.
Michelle,
Sounds like an opportunist.
Yes?
chat.
Intelligence check.
Oh. A check?
Yeah.
It's a 10 total.
10 total. It's not hard.
Yeah.
You just did it. Sending worked on Thias.
And I know his name. Yeah. I'm gonna try and contact this guy. Sure.
Dea will say that she does not trust this at all. She doesn't like it. Just making
But-
that
So what do you want me to
abundantly
ask him,
clear.
Mercy?
That's fine.
Mercy? What do you want me to ask?
Ask him why he felt the need to leave. And we can go from there.
Hello. Hello, Marks. I'm part of the group. You asked for help. Why did you leave your realm? Or your reality? It works. Jesus, if I were a cleric.
You get the response back because given enough time, a god will die without any worshippers.
That's something she knows about.
Michelle, if you talked, we didn't hear you.
No, that was me mumbling to myself. Don't worry about it.
So he was a god on the other side.
He was a god. Without worshippers.
What happened to them?
Or what happened to Amaznin?
I'm like busting all my spells.
Yeah. And now the combat starts.
I will be fucked. Like straight up. Oh shit. Oh god. I just wasted like 4 spell slots there. Okay, that one worked. just barely. That was a 64. I'm gonna go mark all those spell slots, actually. I think that's my last spell slot, so this is the last one I go. So she'll just say, did all your worshippers die? Did your world end?
It was the same thing that happened to your world. Just in this case, it wasn't the gods that died.
Everyone died. The world ended. Yeah.
I know something out of character, Connor. I need to ask
Mm-hmm.
if I would know this in character by this point.
Mm-hmm.
At the point where you're in, have I read through all of the Pharasma stuff?
Yeah.
Would I know that Pharasma is from another reality herself?
That is a very interesting question, because in the book, it's not phrased as a statement of fact. It's phrased as instead a possibility, an idea. Maybe she didn't come from here.
She may not be. He may not. Pharasma may have known him from before. Maybe. Gail, it's in the academic book, not the Bible, so you're not going to see this unless you borrow that one. There are theories, because of how old Pharasma is, she's not from our own reality.
I have one horse.
That makes sense, honestly.
I think, before we make any decisions on what to do with them versus our gods, whether we bring them both, whether we don't let them both, whether we let one or the other, I think we need to talk to her. She's the middle in all of this.
Well, there's plenty of time on the trip. I could always see if I could get through, but
It doesn't have to be right now. Like you said, we've got time.
we do. I'd rather wait till later, to be honest.
Then
This
let's
was
do
a
that.
little much.
I do think. I'm not saying I disagree with the idea. I will say that much. I'm hesitant, just like I'm hesitant towards our gods. Because as much as I would love to meet Desna, there's some fucked up gods out there that don't need to be walking the plains. Who's to say he didn't bring those same kinds of gods with him?
There might be one or two that I might know about. I hadn't finished the rest of this. So by the way, Haru, do you know about so you got your power from something, right?
That is correct.
Were they known by One Eye?
I do not know their identity.
Right. Well, if you get a chance, I asked about your weird stuff and powers and things, and apparently there's one of Marx's friends called One Eye. He's known as the Terminus, I think was how it was said. It's weird. It's a big word. Or the Orchestrator, I think. That was the other word, Maddie, right?
Yeah,
The
yes.
determinist or the orchestrator.
Right.
The
There's big words.
Okay,
I
Gail,
don't-
okay.
We don't have words like that in Giant. Right, it's just big titles and things. So there's that one that might be related to what you're doing, her. Also, we should probably let the crew know, if we see somebody walking on the boat who we don't recognize, you should be really nice to him. 'Cause there's one called the Ruptured Ballast, is known as the god of the depths. So
Connor,
he
can you
better
spell
not
that?
come on.
Say again.
Can you spell that name, whatever the second word is? I know what ruptured is, but
Ballast?
Ballast, like a ballast.
Ballast.
tank
It's
on
a ballast is the essentially the flotation tank in a boat.
You better not come on my fucking ship.
Well, this is something I'm pretty sure because remember how I can smell things that are fiendish and celestial and all that. I didn't even need to actually try, and his smell hit me right in the face. So we're talking like actual power, like probably could kick the crap out of the Lord of the Depths. If I was to make a guess, if he's
Also
Lord of the Sea.
he was also naked, but that's we got to get him close if we bring him back. But it's not really a thing.
Wait, Dea, what did you just say?
What?
What did you mutter to yourself?
Lord of the Sea.
Lord of the Sea,
No, it's not.
It was just a small correction. That was all.
Yeah.
right?
I'm not implying they're
Words.
the same person because the Lord of the Sea did not ask to wreck ships. He just did it.
Aye, this one just wants. He just wants
You could
to
say
be.
wreck ship.
He wants to be respected or given his due, I think was the way that Marx put it.
Sounds like something he has to earn.
You know, sure.
Sorry, Dea is
trying-
like not.
Trying to keep everyone from dying here.
I will point out to everybody, this is not Becca being a hard ass. This is Dea being a hard ass.
I know.
it. Yeah.
Damn. I'm trying to do this thing where I'm trying to give knowledge so that way we could not have to fight a literal god.
I will not willingly endanger the ship. I won't be happy about it.
Or the us.
Yeah.
Or the
Or
crew?
Or the crew. I thought that was
Dea?
implied with the ship.
Dea?
We're on the ship.
There's a big difference between the ship and us.
If the ship goes down, we go down too.
No, we don't. We can walk.
The crew can't walk.
They can swim. For a
Not
while.
to the next continent.
For a while. Oh, that
Yeah.
last part.
Let's just
No, she
But-
genuinely did not mean to like put the ship over this. She was including everyone.
Fuck our lives. What about this boat?
I mean, I mean, would it be the first
Maybe.
time?
Look. It was a long, weird journey. I'm giving you what I got. We asked a bunch of questions. Also, he doesn't know about the aspects. Never been to the Feywild. Was
Actually,
also
I
actually laughing at the gods.
Yeah, I will say one thing just to reiterate. He didn't even know what the Feywild was.
Right.
His response was, "What?"
Hey. So like, really from elsewhere.
You also
I
pointed
didn't
out.
even know other No, go ahead,
I was
Jess.
gonna say you also pointed out he didn't know the King in Yellow, right?
He did not know the
I haven't
king.
gotten to that. I haven't gotten to that yet.
Okay,
Also-
just make sure.
He doesn't know anybody who wears yellow, so the one that we're dealing with, again, not saying his name because we all know how the name thing works, not part of that. That was actually the first thing I asked.
I didn't even know the other. Okay, I didn't know other realities were a thing.
It's been theorized. So again, this was in the Pharasma book. It's kind of in the sense of when all things end, must something come again, which is kind of Pharasma's deal. Pharasma is commonly thought of as the goddess of death, but she's also the goddess of rebirth.
This is a lot.
I'm gonna stick with, in my opinion, I'm gonna remain neutral on this for the moment. I don't think we should bring him back. I don't think we should go after him, kill him, whatever. I think, in the end, right now, our best bet is the same thing that's almost always our best bet. We need to know more.
Right. So here's the other part of this, is why I was also okay making this deal. He doesn't have a body to bring back. So, like, we're talking, there's a lot of prep, there's a lot of things we don't even know. So even if we wanted to do it now, we literally can't because we don't have the means of doing it yet. So, there's a whole process here.
In a
Maybe-
technical sense, we do have a body. It's not a human body.
I
A
did
little
think
bit
of
a
that.
metal body.
I did think of that.
I mean,
It is not quite the same when it deals with a soul.
maybe by the time we're even capable of doing it, we'll have a more of a decision made.
One more thing to sit on the weight of our shoulders.
Hey, speak for yourself. I don't have any horse in this fucking race.
You're mortal.
Either okay, well, no surprise. Thanks for outing me for that. Also, I don't fuck with the gods, so whatever everyone else wants to do.
It's more that you don't have a. You kind of have a long thing in this because whoever's around, you're gonna be stuck with them also being around over your shoulder.
Okay, but consider this: I now know there are alternate realities.
Okay, fair.
He likes making deals. That's his whole thing.
Connor, why did you laugh at that?
Nothing. I just thought it was so funny.
Right.
Some of our idiot savants are way to another,
Another reality.
Becomes a god in another reality.
Yeah, I was gonna say Rose is like, either I can kill God or we'll become God, and either way, I do not care which.
Alright.
But yeah, I think we should just leave this for now.
True. Can I take a nap now? I'm really tired.
I need one too, actually.
Yeah, I'm sure you're hungover as hell.
I don't like it.
Well, you've got rooms.
No,
I'm also going to go to sleep.
Aye.
I don't have spells. I used all my spells.
I will say, whoever gives her Paz has never asked him to do anything. However, the thing with determinism is that it's possible nothing would need to be asked because there is the belief that it will just happen. Because, like with the belief that all events are caused by external factors, if you set up those factors, then it will proceed without having to request anything. So, possibility.
Could be. Lot to think on. I know my brain's full. That's all I've got. I'm gonna go take a nap now. I'm really tired.
I'm gonna go throw up.
Alright.
So,
Thanks for coming with me, Maddie.
I'll make you some bacon and toast.
is there anything else you guys are going to do on this boat ride? Then in that case, your roughly 30-day journey will take you all from Odela all the way over to the Cronona city of Acheneus.
My Cronona.
My Cronona.
Jill keeps doing it, and now it's in my head.
I will, as soon as we've landed, I will send a message to Satoshi, letting him know that we have landed.
We will handle that when you guys arrive.
Right.
But for today,
You need tokens on them.
I know.
I can't. I want to
Yeah.
see.
Shush,
I want
shush,
to
shush.
see.
Hold on. Hold on.
No, we will not shush.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Oh, hey, this map maker looks familiar.
Ding.
Hold on, what's with this bullshit?
Spiderweb city.
You guys find yourselves at the city of Acheneus on the on Cronona, and we'll be picking up there next session as you guys finally hit the resort city of Acheneus. Thank you everybody for being present for today's stream. Thank you to the folks who are here in the chat. Thank you to the folks who are here in who are just lurking. We appreciate having you guys. If you enjoy what we do, all I ask is that you please pass the word along. Tell your friends. Give us a follow on Twitch. and we will. We love doing this, and we'd love to keep on doing this, but we stream pretty regularly. We got a stream coming up on Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and then back here on another Saturday stream. But with that said, thank you all to all my players, and everybody, say goodbye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.